Alright. Hello and welcome back. I think I did it right. I remember to unmute my mic, right? So, hey guys, welcome back. This is session 5 of the Novgorod campaign that you decided we should play the last time we were deciding what to play. So yeah, we're playing some Novgorod. And I was talking about like what was happening in the campaign, realized I wasn't doing a local recording, which is a mistake, and so, yep, that seems to be happening almost every time. So where we left off talking about the campaign, Castile lost a war to Granada, then they won a war against Granada, then I think they got the wedding, and so they got a union over Aragon and Naples, so yeah, that's okay, that's fine. England beat up on Scotland after Leinster somehow nearly conquered all of Ireland, but then lost all of it to Tyrone. France lost their war against England. Burgundy hasn't had the Burgundian succession happen yet. Poland in this campaign was very, very, very foolish and decided to take a local noble instead, which led to the complete and utter downfall of both Poland and Lithuania. Because divided they stand. No. What is the saying? It's divided they fall, together they stand, whatever. The other way around, something like that. And so yeah, they were divided, so they fell. So the Teutons have been beaten up on Poland, and Lithuania got wrecked by... Like, Lithuania overextended himself by doing a big push into, I think it was Crimea. And he got really weak, and then that caused, I think the first thing that they lost was like a war against either Muscovy or Great Horde. One of the two of them came up and beat up on them. Then they went bankrupt, and it was bad. It was really bad for them. Actually, you know what it was? No. Muscovy attacked him. Denmark, Sweden, Norway defended him, but because he was so, like, war exhausted from his war with Crimea, he peaced out before he could get, like, a really good peace deal against Muscovy. And then it all just kind of like fell apart from there. He just died. And he's gone bankrupt twice, I think. And he's currently getting his face kicked in by the Great Horde again. I was going to kick his face in and stuff, but then the game said I couldn't be his rival anymore, and that made me sad. Same thing happened to the Livonians. Didn't get to do that either. And yeah. Denmark, meanwhile, decided that, you know what, we should go to war for the incredibly luxurious province of Kola. This was their top priority. They had to get it. They didn't get it. I don't even think they occupied it once. In fact, if we check the history, wouldn't it tell us, like, occupy? Yeah, okay, so in the year 1449, they occupied it. Ever since then, nothing. 1452 was liberated. We had an entire war. It was like a 5-year war. Never once did they even occupy Kola. And then in recompense for their stupid face war deck on us, we took their subject, Norway. We just fully took their entire subject. So currently he's in an independence war against Sweden. Sweden's trying to break free with the help of England. Norway is my subject, not his subject. I made him into a march. We're going to use him to kick both these guys' butts. And yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for trying to take my province of Kola. That's where we make all the sodas up there. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Remember, did you see that M&T updated to 2.01. I did not, but I did get a message from Sunwoo, so I assume that something had changed. Yeah, Sweden is, I mean, if they don't win their independence war, I would be very surprised. Right now, the capital is being occupied by, it says England. I'm pretty sure it is just England. There could be some Swedes there. But yeah, there's a solid 31,000 troops suffering attrition for fun in Sjælland. Yeah, we got the invisible bottle of death. Yep. Demon soda. My wife is back, so she's been buying me soda again, and I hate to say it, but I like it. I was drinking nothing but water, and then she comes home and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna get some soda. So would you like some?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't want any." And then she buys me a 6-pack of it because she can't not buy something for me, and there it is. We're back onto it. So many streams and videos lately. It's wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be playing a lot. Okay, so where we left the stream off last time, we were just doing the thing where we beat up on Muscovy and like chain war him back to back to back to back. We did one peace deal so far, and that was where we released his subject Pskov, because Pskov has this really annoying level 3 woodlands fort, and we didn't want to have to siege that down, and it was causing us to have a difficult time getting a lot of war score against Muscovy when we go to war with them. So we spent some diplo points to release his subject, and then we took one province. I think it was Behesk. No, it was this one here, because it was a mission. And then we took back our core from Perm because his capital was temporarily occupied by rebels, which meant that we didn't have to deal with the occupy a fort in the area across this this tag divide. So kind of convenient little temporary occupation there, giving us that edge. My subject, Nizhny Novgorod, has done a good job fabricating an actual claim on Kazan. Kazan is currently defended by nobody, so that would be a war that I'd like to do. However, he's got a lot of forts, and I was kind of hoping that there'd be a better opportunity for it, but I do want to get into this because we could still potentially get present on 2 continents if we can get to Bashkir, which is technically in Asia. So I want to get over there quickly, and we want to get access to the Siberian frontier so that when we become Russia, we can actually start colonizing right away, which would be cool. What else? We're going to go to war with Muscovy at least, I think, 2 more times right now. We're going to give it like a couple days. Last night, well, not last night, it was on Thursday or Friday night last week. We tried to like just do it immediately, but I kind of messed up the timing on fort arrivals and stuff. And I'd like to move some troops around. So between the last stream and this stream, I just told my troops where to go. So wherever they're going is correct. So like the combat-y type troops are heading up north to do the battle, and then the non-combat-y type troops are like spreading out to be ready for sieges. And we're just going to give it like a month or 2 so that they can actually get into position. We also will not be able to do our coring while we're at war with Muscovy. So we want to keep these wars very, very brief. And also I have a little bit of war exhaustion that wouldn't be bad to take down. So let's give it like a month or 2 and see if we can get into a better position to do these chain wars. And in the meantime, I think we want to get a claim on Ryazan, because he's going to be the guy that triggers us being able to get into a 3rd war with Muscovy if we decide to do it. So, okay. All right, we're going to unpause. Muscovy has announced the Great Horde as a rival. Congrats! Yeah, and we're also doing really well on certain other areas, like things like technology. Our initial, our original leader. I said it was like a combination of original and initial. Initial. It's a word. Our original initial guy got us like really far ahead, and the only thing we're behind on right now is Diplotech. And it's because we're about to finish off our trade ideas group, and we went for aristocratic for a change, for something different. So that's what we're doing. Spy on Ryazan a little bit. Military access from Pomerania. Somehow he's asked me for military access twice. The answer is still no in both cases. Alright, so these dudes, we're going to head down to here. They will arrive on the 4th. Looks like that would be good. And then these other guys are going to take a little while to get where they're supposed to be, which is going to be on the 20th. So let's wait till like January, and then we'll be prepared. Lithuania now have the independence guaranteed by Muscovy. What? That doesn't make any sense. No, nah. Switzerland will pay Baden war reps. Alright, cool. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Perm has collapsed. They could not even defeat a pack of rebellious rebel. They are now a feudal monarchy. They are still underneath Muscovy. And they do have a 5-stack over there. Alright, fair enough. Okay, Trade League was disbanded for Venice. We have no mission selected. We will try to save the people of... And let's come back. Even though I'd like to keep Norway's opinion going up, I want to be ready to potentially declare on the 1st. Ooh. Actually not going to work out. Alright, we'll come back from this guy then as well. And on the 1st. Okay, so let's check things out. So the army's mostly in position. Looks like we're ready to go after Shenkursk. Hopefully Muscovy has not turned on his forts. He has not. Good. And we've got troops in position to get onto both forts that he has. And yeah, I think we do it. Alright, so we're going to declare war on Shenkursk. Muscovy will come in as a defender because he's a dummy. And we will do some damage here. So we're really, really low on manpower. We'll have to send out troops in groups of 2 to guarantee that they can actually do their sieges in a reasonable time frame. We'll go 1 day. Actually, let's let's get this guy marching this way first. We'll go 1 day. Grab our 1.3 stack to Breslau. We'll grab this guy over to here, which is still 0 garrison. We should, hopefully this time around, be arriving on time. We are not, actually. See, that might be part of the reason why we had issues the other night. So we'll grab the 3 maneuver guy and recalculate. There we go. Now we're on track. And this guy here is going to Yaroslav on the 18th of January. Good. Okay, and let's just see if we can find some decently high development provinces to go siege down up here. These armies are going to be the only real ones of any kind of real threat or you know, importance. Completely out of manpower. It's a thing. Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about like what happened with our government. Totally fell into a Republican dictatorship. That was a thing. It was fine though. We need a leader here. We're actually out of leaders at the moment. 78.1 army tradition. Even though these forts have no garrison, they will actually, oh, you know what? What about this army? I want to get these guys started up on Moskva, so that fort stays below half garrison strength. This is a troop coming out. By the way, if I didn't mention it, Muscovy is currently bankrupt. That's a thing that's happening right now. One of the reasons why we want to chain these wars back to back. I think we need to hire a general. Even though we're doing a military idea group, we only have 2 right now, and I kind of needed that other one over there for the maneuver. Here, I could try. Let's try just temporarily putting this guy in charge and see if we still arrive on time. Okay, all right. In that case, we don't need a new general then. We'll use the 333. Hey, it's Telkus. Remember, you are the proud future of the Prussian heritage. Don't ever retreat. Why would we need to retreat? We're awesome. Shankers decided to break their alliance with Muscovy. Really? I'm confused. Don't you normally take like a 50 prestige 1-stab hit for doing that while you're at war? While your allies in a war? Or was that like an automatic relationship opinion type break? Because that's really penalizing normally. Penalizing. 25th, 28th. Looks like I actually maybe have messed that one up. Ryazan has also broken their alliance with Muscovy. Well, shoot, there goes my game plan for getting another backstab in on him. But he's guaranteeing the independence of Lithuania, with whom we have no truce. So, if we can get a claim on Lithuania, then we can potentially call him into another war. Let's start spying on Lithuania then instead. It'll be great! Remember, you were very lucky with bankrupt rivals. Remember Granada. Lucky, maybe, but also... Okay. I would say that probably in the last 2 or 3 streams, and it's happening in the Big Blue Blob campaign as well, a lot of people will comment, like, that I play really slow and that I should just play faster and just, like, make things, just play faster. But why is it that you think that I have so many bankrupt rivals? Why do you think that Muscovy went bankrupt? Why do you think that Lithuania went bankrupt? Like, when you do what I did with the winter attrition and making them murk up and suffer 6, 8, 10 times as much attrition as I suffered, then yeah, they're going to go bankrupt. They don't have the finances to be able to support those troops, and yet they keep trying. It's no surprise to me at all that he went bankrupt. I mean, he took on more debt. Muscovy has more development than I do. They have 272 development. They had more development than I do, more loans than I do, and they have half the income that I do. No wonder they went bankrupt. There shouldn't be any surprise at all. Anyway, so we're going to arrive well in advance to actually make that thing happen, which would be great. And we are already here, so cool. And we're going to go track down Shenkursk's army. And this is just another war where we're going to take back this little one province of Shenkursk. And at the same time, we're going to try to return some cores to Tver and our other minion, Nizhny Novgorod. Phantom of the Jews. Yeah, I remember that campaign. That was funny. If you want fast and crazy shit, just watch Flory. Yeah, let's not try advertising other channels, please. I like Flory. He's a cool guy. But let's just, Hey. Hey. Oh my god, we rolled a 0! Alexander Lykov, -1. What the hell, man? Alright, that's better. Alright, 2.5 war score's pretty cool. And probably would be a good idea to go knock out the other guy over here. Kind of low on actual reinforcement. We can avoid most of the attrition, but this is, ugh, severe winter, yuck. What have I done? What have I done, my people, my minions? We can't escape. Can't escape the snows. Well, best we can do is shift consolidate and try to avoid most of it. Oh, Some of it, rather. Alright, we're just gonna go back to our own land then and try to get some reinforcement in. And let's go back to improving our relations with Norway as well, because they're the only one that is disloyal. You play wrong, so let me sit in chat and tell you why I'm better. You know, it's funny that a lot of times that's what it sounds like when people try to chime in. You don't play the right way. Alright, so we did just get up to above 80 army tradition with the Siege of Yaroslav. And this other fort's gonna fall in a couple days. We could potentially roll another general. Or we could not. He is actually trying to train a troop over there. Despite his bankruptcy, he's going for it. Bum, bum, bum. Lithuania cedes Kharkov and Kursk to the Great Horde. Lithuania pays the Great Horde war reps for 10 years. And 133 ducats. And Lithuania's gone bankrupt. Why is it that everyone around me goes bankrupt? Well, it's for reasons. Okay, so if we take another general right now, he's pretty sure to be a solid general. We don't have any guaranteed monarch pips coming up. Oh wait, that's not true. We get leader siege at the end of aristocratic now. I forgot about that. Here's the thing, we only have one general, and we have 3 general slots, so I'm kind of tempted to at least get one more. Especially being above 80 army tradition and getting that extra guaranteed pip. But part of me really wants to focus on knocking out that military ID group ASAP. Heavy points, 20 months. Man, that's a long time. Aristocratic's so good now. Aristocratic definitely did get buffed in the last major patch, so excited to see how this works out. Muscovy is heading to Kudimar. He's actually going this way. Alright, well, let's just kind of send this army this way and see if we can pick him off at some point. We need to get an actual army on Muscovy. This whole having absolutely no manpower thing is kind of painful. Great Horde has rivaled Lithuania after they won their war with him. Cool. Do we have the thing on? We do. Got local manpower turned on like everywhere. Even though, yeah, I'm gonna turn on local manpower even in the capital. Even though I think trade power is usually better, we could just really use the manpower. And I think that I would rather do that and have a little bit less cash than hire mercs. I hate mercs in the current patch. I think that mercs are a huge waste of money most of the time. Alright, so we're going to get started on the siege, and Novgorod is not providing us with siege leader. It's unfortunate. Sorry, I'm Novgorod. He's providing us with a 2320. Affectionate royal couple has expired. Cool. Why are mercs a waste of money? Well, the maintenance cost hasn't gone up at all. It's just the hire cost. The hire cost got changed. It used to be that a merc was like 15 ducats versus 10 to hire. Now they're 25. They have a flat increased cost, which is easiest to see on this interface. You can see that they have 10 base, that's normal infantry hire cost, and then because they're a mercenary, they cost an extra 10 ducats, and then that whole thing gets multiplied by 50%. So 10 plus 10 is 20 times 50% is going to take you up to 30 ducats of upfront hire cost. Because we have 99 prestige, the cost is reduced by 30%, 33% actually, which does come down a little bit, but that's still additive with the base value increase of plus 50. So it's not like it goes from 30 back down to 20. We're still at 25.3 ducats just to hire them. And that's a lot. That's a ton of money. I would be willing to bet that one of the reasons why the AI goes bankrupt as often as they do is that even though they're supposed to have gotten better in some ways, they still hire mercs like crazy. And they don't seem to care that mercenaries are incredibly expensive. And so they go bankrupt. Because they can. All right, cool. We can take another idea. We can get trade manipulation, trade steering plus 25%, and we do have our golden era active. Don't think we want to delay this at all. I don't think we have any real argument for doing so, so let's just go ahead and take that. Working toward Ivan's 100, which will give us absolutely nothing, because we're not a republic anymore. Yay for that. And then here we do need a few more troops. We need to have 9,000, so I think we'll go ahead and just commit these guys that way instead. Hey, look at that. We found some, it's a bankrupt cavalry. Cool. That's why you play with idea variation? Problem is that he's at 78 land morale, not 80? What you mean? We're at 82.3 army tradition. We're not at 78. Now would be, if we were idea variation mod, I wouldn't mind checking that out. What does that do? Does it just make them dynamic, or does it mix them up, or like what? What's different about it? I love this. Muscovy's... He just went bankrupt. He got all of his loans wiped. No one knows about his debt. It's been wiped off the face of the planet. So what does he do? He immediately turns around and starts hiring more men, so that he can go into bankrupt again later on. Doubles the amount of idea groups? Interesting. That does sound like a lot of different ideas. Get our primary leader not appointed. Let's go ahead and send these troops this way. Civil war in Novgorod. Excuse me? What's this nonsense? I don't see any disaster. We don't have disaster building up. Why do we have a civil war? What? This is horse manure. The 14th century witnessed the start of Novgorod's long struggle with Moscow for supremacy. Internecine disputes among the Republic's leaders weakened it in the face of growing Muscovite strength. Alright, hold on now, game. He's bankrupt and I'm beating the shit out of him. He's not growing in strength. This is horseshit. Although it became a vassal of Moscow after the Muscovite invasions. No, we didn't! F that! That's not happening. No, that's not what the history books will show. Novgorod was allowed to retain its self-government. It was not until 1478 that it came under Moscow's complete control and lost its freedom. What the flying fuck are you talking about? None of this has happened! This is not true! None of this! None of these things have happened! Alright, so we can have 7 nobles rise up in White Karelia, where we have a fort. 8 peasants can rise up in Kolm, which we, where's Kolm again? It's like, it's adjacent to, it's down here between 2 forts, okay. Novgorod retained its commercial position until St. Petersburg was built in 1703. Ugh. I mean, the 5 mercantilism, that's, okay. Let's put this into context, okay. Ignore the rebels, they don't matter. They really don't. Not in the long run. 5 mercantilism, that's 500 diplo points right there. This is nothing, because we're already at 100 prestige, and the 5 legitimacy, despite being nice, it doesn't matter. We're going to get back to the right government type pretty soon anyway, so this one's like a non-decision. And 1 base tax. So would you rather have 1 base tax worth 50 development, 51 points, or would you rather have 500 dip? It's a pretty easy choice, I think. So, but this is just a horseshit event, is what it is. So dumb. You guys, have fun with the winter. Winter's coming soon. Speaking of winter's coming, my wife and I are finally on the correct season. We're on season 6. We're about to wrap it up, and finally we get to watch the new season, which I'm very excited about. I've been waiting. Yeah, I think I'm going to delay aristocratic just slightly because I would like to have another general. I want to try. Hopefully we get a siege pip guy is what I'm looking for here. So if we roll a general, what can we expect to see? We're currently at 82.2, was it? Yeah, 82.2 tradition. No guaranteed pips just yet. And if you're rolling a regular general, 10.14 average pips. We could have as many as 16 pips. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I like it. I think we should give it one shot. Let's try it. And it's only 45 points because we got the thing. The 333 isn't good enough. No, he's not. He's a great combat general, but you know me at this point. I always like to have 2 generals. I like to have a combat general and a siege general. Generally, the siege general has high maneuver, high siege, and I use him to reinforce my armies in hostile terrain with a higher maneuver value. He's also useful for movement speed when you're trying to move an army where it needs to get to go. And then the combat general, of course, is for combat. So right now we only have one. We've got the combat general, but we don't have a siege general. And at the same time, you also generally want to have staggered generals so that they don't just all die at the same time. Now is a really good time to roll a general because we're above the 80-point army tradition breakpoint. So let's give it a go. Cross your fingers, and he's got a siege pip. David Ziznomer. 6 fire value. It's kind of a lot of fire value. It's a lot of fire value. We'll take it. Okay, number of troops are amassing, but they don't really matter because they are still very weak. Alright, these sieges should be completing soon. Yeah, I shoot stuff. That's a lot of that is a lot of fire value right there. Hey guys, enjoy your winter. Colm will not take any damage because we got double fort coverage, and then even this siege is gonna take him for freaking ever. Although they do cheat a little bit. They only get half the penalty for coastal blockades because they can't have ships. They're kind of cheaty. Cheatersons is what they are. Verdun will pay Cologne some more reps. Fair enough. Hey, we got a wall breach. Sweet. Now, we could just assault this for 5 military points. Individual war scores at what right now with Muscovy? We're at 38. When we get the capital, we'll have almost all the rest of it. But so big portion of this army is actually heading to Ustyug. 7th, 22nd, 19th. I don't think we really need to worry about it too much, but I would like to pick off the bankrupt Muscovite troops right now. Not a big fan of this whole losing cash thing right now. 2 ducats a month in negative income is not fun. Ottomans have declared war on Crimea. Alright, these fellows can head out and spread out. Get some more sieges done. More occupations. And of course, we will need to get started on the siege up here as well. And try to arrive. I'm intentionally arriving on the 2nd so we avoid the attrition tick. We're going to chase this army. Bohemia has white peace with Genoa. Only 2 ducats. Stop whining. It's actually stopping in Toma. Alright, cool. Muscovy's hanging out, just sitting there. Shankursk is heading back north into Seoul, something or other. And then Perm. Alright, so we're going to beat up on Perm. Hopefully these guys move. I mean, we're getting some devastation from this. That's the only drawback to these peasants. But they may end up suffering so much attrition that, if you haven't seen this before, it is true. Rebels do have a manpower limit, and if they suffer too much attrition, you'll actually see them be incapable of reinforcing, and that's where sometimes you see those sieges that last like 50 years, where the rebels just can't siege something. They just can't reinforce enough to actually maintain an active siege. It's great. I love it when that happens. You want to fight? You want to fight? October the 2nd. Yeah, we got like 10 days to beat up on this guy first. Streltsy. Alright, come on. Kill the guy. There we go. We get to be now the defender in Forest, which is not our favoritist terrain, but it's still pretty good. We do unfortunately have insufficient support, and they do arrive before the end of the month, but it's against the bankrupt guy first. We just won't consolidate, and just whatever. I mean, we did have a tech advantage. We don't anymore. But the vast majority of these troops are bankrupt, so they've got no morale. And that's cool. I did watch, just the other night, the one of Raymond's exploits in the current patch thing. There's like an exploit apparently where you can, if you just switch your unit type constantly every couple days, you can have infinite morale. I don't see the fun in that, but okay. It's a thing that can be done. We could do it if we wanted to. Don't think we will. You know what would be great, though? Would be if we had some actual manpower. Those guys might actually be retreating somewhere around here. Alright, supplies shortage. Bohemia returns cores. Berlin, Ruppen, Potsdam, Sternberg, Stralsund to Brandenburg. And they also return core Dresden and Vogtland to Saxony. Austria just came in and beat the crap out of Bohemia. That's awesome. That's funny. I like it. Wait, you were playing a Russian nation and you don't have manpower? Well, yeah, because we're not technically Russia yet. We're Novgorod. We've got a bunch of trade ideas and stuff, which, while cool, give very little manpower. Alright, we're going to try to get a little bit more looting done and get this army heading up north soon so that we can get started on the siege of Shenkursk, because very, very soon we're going to peace out Muscovy for the second time. Pskov, the independent little guy now, is apparently deciding it's time to fabricate all the claims on me. It's not very wise of him, I think. JR Tweezers! It's a great name. Thanks for the 5-month rather, resub. Be 5th. Okay. Consolidate these armies in a little bit. I'd like to see some more siege status on this other province. Can we get in here? Yeah, good. Okay, we have no cannons here. We'll grab a single cannon from there, plus those two, plus one more. And then the rest of these troops can kind of like come down this way. And we'll put together a little task force that can deal with these remaining stacks from Muscovy. Meanwhile, we do have 20 spy network strength against Lithuania, so when we do our peace deal with Muscovy, we just need to make sure we take a bordering province with Lithuania. Or we could just have a claim that borders. Like, I could fabricate on Samogitia. I wouldn't be allowed to take it, but I could use it as a war deck on him if I wanted to. They're both bankrupt right now. Both of them. We could do that, and assuming that Muscovy wants to defend him, that would be hilarious. These guys are actually making some siege status. This guy either suffered... Did he suffer a disease outbreak? Or is it already happening? I think it's already happening. He's got, what is this total of? 7 troops, and he's not able to reinforce. He's actually reinforcing at 25% while losing 40... Well, he's reinforcing at 2.5% of each regiment while losing 4% of each regiment. So he's losing manpower on a monthly basis. And here, these guys are doing the same thing, and they are starting to go down as well. If they fall below 6,000, then they can't do the siege. So hopefully that happens. Rumbo, do you read the dev diaries for EU4? Yeah, I do. Usually. Are you coming to Poland? Definitely I am. Yeah, I actually got confirmation my plane ticket this morning. Flight is booked. I'll be there on October the 3rd. Business is booming has expired. Increased recruitment. Sweet. With word reaching the aristocracy that our national power is not in optimal shape, they offered up their serfs in service to the military. Cool. Actually pretty handy. We can use that. Kind of wanted to put the siege pip guy in charge up this way. And looks like Norway is at 58% Liberty Desire. They'll come down eventually. Trust is pretty low. We can recover trust back toward 50, but to get it above 50, we would have to become a great power and do great power influence. And we got the capital. Cool. Okay, how's the individual war score looking now with Muscovy? 76, not bad. A few more provinces that we could occupy for some easy war score. A couple more easy battles, maybe. Okay, Triumph of the Clergy. Stability hit. Or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not. I'm gonna go with not. Let's have no stability hit, please. Miracle of Life. Sweet. Lose 2 war exhaustion. All right. Sounds great. We'll take it. Alright, and let's get a dip map back from Norway for a moment, and we'll get ready to maybe piece this guy out. I'm a little concerned about the 7% chance over here. You know, I think I'll do is before we end up actually ending the war, let's swing west, and we can use the Nizhny Novgorod 5 stack of infantry to help out with the battle. Have him tank most of the combat for us. And since we actually have the manpower to reinforce now, we can do a 1 siege stack occupation down there. $6.3K. Again, if he falls below 6K, that siege ends. So they're actually both looking rather bleak, except this one might actually succeed. Dominance of the Clergy, trending upwards. Oh well. Can you set reinforced priority on the Streltsy? No. Really, the only thing you can do if you want to force the Streltsy to reinforce is just shift consolidate everything that's not Streltsy. That's about it. There's no other way to do it, sadly. So, alright, so we got individual war score with what's-his-face is at 76%. Let's start thinking about our peace deal. So what do we want with Muscovy? Well, first things first, everything's going to cost a dip. He is my rival, so we get a 43% discount due to Golden Era plus taking from rival. And that's fine. We have a mission right now to take this one, so I wouldn't mind picking that up. Muscovy's going to join a coalition if we do this peace deal. Shocking. Returning cores to our subjects would be cool. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces returned is 60 base aggressive expansion. That makes some people rather upset. They would not be happy about that. Don't really care about Muscovy. Ryazan would be at 51 aggressive expansion. No, that's not true. They'd be at 72. We have no truce with these two, but there's still only there'd be 2 people, just 2, who are eligible to join a coalition. And I understand you have to have 3, so coalition's still not a factor. And it's only 72 dip. Doing this though doesn't get us the border with Lithuania, so I think we don't do that just yet. I think instead we'd be looking to maybe take a province down in this area. Smolensk. We could take an inland center of trade in the Kiev node. Now, actually, is that the only... No, there are 2 inland centers in Kiev. We could take one of the 2 inland centers, 11% of the trade power in this node. But if we do that, that doesn't actually give us adjacency to the... we have to take 2 provinces then. Yeah, I think we'd be looking at taking these two. Toropets, Smolensk gets us into the Kiev node. And then, yeah, I like that. So 98% peace deal with Muscovy. Separate peace. Pay some dip. Take some AE. Gain some power projection. Get back 3 cores to our 2 subjects. Take the province for the mission. Looks good. Looks good. Take Vitebsk to cut Muscovy. Well, Toropets Smolensk does the same thing. So all that's left then is to just get him to agree. %7 chance that that thing falls. I'm gonna be pretty upset if either of these things end up falling. Don't think we're gonna arrive on time. 3rd. Yeah, so they do get a chance. 21% chance that that fort does fall, and then we have to be the defender in bad terrain. Yuck. Damn. They succeeded. Fortunately, we had another adjacent fort, so we didn't actually get a penalty. But that does mean that's not cool at all. Stupid peasants. Well, they have no leader. And we we rolled a 13 in the first phase, and Novgorod, Nizhny Novgorod's troops are taking most of the damage. So thank you for that. Oh, and followed up with an 8 versus a 0. Stupid peasants. Yuck. We'll have him do most of that sieging, I guess. Or would it be better? It'd be better to go the other way around. We should have him attach the other army. Come with me, my friends. Up to Kexholm. So that's going to be 4 stack, 5 stack. We need 2 more troops to detach from this army. Not good. Not good at all. Gonna cut me off on the 11th. 78 individual war score with Muscovy right now. You know what? The only thing that's stopping me from having more war score is this freaking perm capital fort over here. Might be looking for maybe a little bit too much in this peace deal. We could just go for a little bit less and wrap it up now. The war score cost is really high because of the fact that the provinces are not, he's not co-belligerent in this war. I guess I'd be okay with this. As long as we get down into Kiev, cut him in half a little bit more, take away 2 cores, get the mission. We're just beating up on him while he's down. I did want to do a humiliate at some point, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm okay with ending it now, I think. War reps to kill him totally in money. Let's see, this is, I don't usually like taking war reps against somebody I plan on going to war against soon, because as soon as you're into the next war, then the war reps end. You can't have active war reps while you're at war. So if we plan on going to war with them again soon, we don't want war reps. I think we just do this peace deal. Wrap that up, and it's not going to be real combat. We got our mission satisfied. Let's go up this way. Start these 2 cores. 16 months to core this. Sounds good. And this one is going to take 18 months. Sounds good. New mission. Naval race for this versus the Teutons. Have 19 ships. Well, we currently have 17 ships, so we could have 19 ships. Sure. So a new ship type coming out soon. Tech 9. It's a little ways off. Not enough sailors. Right. That's probably the main reason why I haven't been taking that mission recently. Okay, so now we also officially border the Lithuanians, which we can fabricate on the massively powerful province of Mstislav. 3 development, whatever. But that gets us a claim. Let's see how stupid Muscovy's feeling. Does he want to defend Muscovy? Sorry, does he want... Yeah, okay. He totally wants to defend Lithuania now. So we could go to war with 2 bankrupt nations and get another thing going with this guy. Lithuania unfortunately does have a mothballed, a fully maintained fort over here. And Muscovy has a mothballed fort here. Oh, and I didn't even realize I had done this. Smolensk was also the other fort, so it's one less fort to occupy for him. We're pretty damn low on manpower, though, so I think for now, probably best to avoid doing much. Unfortunately, that does mean that... No, hold on, we're still at war. We're still at war, so he'll stay attached to me. That's good. Alright, we're gonna go get into position to take care of that 6.4 stack. And we should be coring this other province as well. I'm not building docks. You can't make me. It won't happen. Don't even try. No. Won't do it. Did you forget to core the province you took for the mission? Yeah, I did for a moment there. We got it back though. Alright, so Shenkursk is still hostile with us because we're at war with him. Here, one sec. I'm getting really warm. Let me take my sweater off. Channel your inner AI and build a fort in every province? Never. Alright, so we actually have way too many forts right now. We only need about 4, and we have, I think, 6. Yeah, we have 6 if you count the one that's not in our control right now. 1, 2, capital. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that would be 6. And Tiver's he's got 1 now. And he's happy because we just gave him back Rezev, which has 99.4% autonomy. Nice. It's very good. I should have thought this mission with the naval order, the Teutons through a little bit better, because it's going to be quite a while till I can actually satisfy that mission. Okay, Nizhny Novgorod's going to arrive on the 31st. Timurids just lost a ton of land. And cores, they were forced to release Golistan. Wait, return core to Golistan, return core grain. Do I even know about all this stuff? Not really. He's just like, hey, there's all these provinces over here, we had to do a bunch of stuff with them. Just so you're aware. Alright, so we're timing it so that we arrive and hopefully have our subject do most of the tanking. Nice wall breach there on that first siege roll. Ryazan has their independence guaranteed by Muscovy. Man, he's just desperate, absolutely desperate to find ways to let me keep on going to war with him over and over and over again. I mean, are you guys seeing this? We did, okay, he was allied to 2 one-province miners. Now we're about to attack Lithuania, who he's guaranteeing. He was allied to Ryazan. They broke their alliance. So Muscovy guarantees him. So now I just gotta get a claim on Ryazan, and then we can go Lithuania, Ryazan. We just keep on going. Like, there's nothing. Why stop? I mean, aggressive expansion, maybe. Oh, and Kazan too. Yeah. I don't think he realizes that he's bankrupt. I think he forgot. It was lost in the paperwork. Wow. 90-day siege. Get that back. That was pretty good. Nice. We are blessed. We're also completely out of manpower again. And we are a glory seeker. We got our siege pip guy over there. This guy's just hanging out black flagged because of reasons. Yeah, the Teutons are winning against Poland. They were earlier. I wonder if the war with Denmark and Sweden is over yet. Looks like Sweden's occupying the capital now. They have 90 war score. It's not enough. They need more, obviously. Obviously. Well, I suppose then we start fabricating on Ryazan as well, in preparation to go after that land. I'll need to take another province from Muscovy in order to be able to border Ryazan, but I'm just going to keep on taking advantage of his bankruptcies. Because we can. Now, Lithuania is going to be kind of annoying because he's got 2 forts, neither of which are mothballed. One of them is a level 3 fort. It is in the terrain type that we like to fight in. And he has a lot of undefended development in this region here. Kiev is 10. Podlasie. Like, there's very little defended development, so we can do quite a bit down there, and he's bankrupt, so... Not to mention, all we really care about is just getting to war with Muscovy over and over and over again. Just kind of wish I had a little bit more manpower. Shenkursk. No, I don't want to unconditionally surrender. That's a stupid button. Shouldn't exist. If we do this, then Muscovy would want to be in the coalition. Alright, we are officially at peace. And Kazan wants condottieri. Okay, well, we don't have to go to war with Lithuania right now. There is an opportunity I'm seeing. Rent condottieri to Kazan, declare war on Kazan, Muscovy defends Kazan, we get our condottieri back right away, and we get to go siege down Muscovy's stuff again. Oh, it's just too good. We can't not do it, right? Savoy, age 49 with no heir. Have they been doing alright, or do they get beat up most of this campaign? They're doing pretty well. It's not bad. We need a valid rival. Hey, we got choices now. Great Horde, Austria, Burgundy, Denmark, England, Great Horde, Sweden. Gotta say, none of those are really all that appealing. Nizhny Novgorod, do you have any claims on Great Horde? You don't, not yet. How is overextension right now? It's very, very low. We're at 23%. Most of the land that I've been taking has been very small development, and we've been doing a lot of core return. And, like, I'll take land and then give it to a subject instead of taking it myself. So we're fine on OE. Main thing is manpower. None manpower. That's the big thing. Part of the reason why I wouldn't mind renting some troops to Kazan would be, if we get some more cash, we could build more barracks. And I think that more barracks is going to be the way to go right now. So we're officially at peace. We can probably build... the rule of thumb in this campaign has been 10 times this number, so we have to keep 250 ducats. That means we've got 300 some ducats we can spend. Let's build 3 barracks then. Wrong one. That's good. Cool. Crimea cedes Bessarabia to the Ottomans. Alright. Sweet. Somehow our war exhaustion is... Oh, right. We had that event that lowered it by 2. I was gonna say. Meanwhile, Perm is now fighting some Shen-cursed separatists. the troops that were part of the country we were just fighting just happened to be standing in the same province, and now they're sieging down Perm. Oh, that's hilarious. Why are we suffering attrition? Get away from me. Don't attach to me. Get out of here. Alright, so for a moment we'll try to get a little bit of manpower so that if we do go to war, we can potentially... Actually, hold on. Let's keep the manpower up for 1 more month. Just so we have full morale. And I just want to see, if I were to rent Condottieri to this guy, what kind of cash would he be able to fork over? So, the issue he has is that he's in debt. It's a big deal. My guess is that he only has like 25 ducats to his name. So we might as well rent them to him, and then just take his cash, and then, yeah. If we do end up going to war, great, and if not, we've, at the very least, we've saved a little bit of cash ourselves. We've already got the one that gives us manpower recovery, so there's no real reason to consider changing the icon. One thing I've forgotten about is these metropolitans. Have I got any new states that we can try to consecrate? So this state... Let's go to the ledger, actually. Which states could potentially become consecrated soon? North Karelia is the next closest. We would have to get... 6 more development in North Karelia, 10 more development in Pomorie. North Karelia is this state here, these 3 provinces. 49, 47, and 50. Man, I wish I actually had a few more monarch points so we could do some military development and get this consecrate available. But also get some more base manpower. Could be nice. Paradox is streaming Crusader Kings 2. Cool. Why are some troops highlighted differently? Because they're stealthy. They're fancy pants units with 10% increased shock damage. They're awesome. We like them. Hey, look, Muscovy is fabricating on me. Congrats, sir. Alright, subjects are mostly loyal. Apparently I'm not demanding anything from them right now. We got 2 marches. Norway and Riga were made into marches. These other 2... I have to admit, even though they're part of my primary culture group, I'm thinking to make everyone a march and just seize land from them for now. Because right now, Sivir and Nizhny Novgorod, it's not like they're strong or anything, but they do have quite a bit of development in my primary trade node. At least this one at least. And if we made them into a march, then we could, for example, I could get all of the trade power, 100% of the trade power for this province of Nizhny Novgorod, the actual capital. And then get all that money forwarded from Kazan. It just seems like the penalties to making them into a march are pretty minimal in these days. Especially because we'll probably end up with diplomatic ideas at some point. What do you need to form Russia? Not much. We need Moskva. We need Ryazan, Vladimir. Basically, we need... Okay. We'll just look at the list. It's not very much. We need to take the capital of Muscovy, obviously. And then we need to take either Tver or Yaroslav. So, either this one or this one. We're going to get this one because it's a core of Tver, and we have them as a subject. So we'll take that back eventually, soon. So, capital of Muscovy and return a core to Tver. That's it so far. Next was Ryazan or Smolensk. So either this one or Smolensk. Smolensk. It's around here somewhere, isn't it? We already have Smolensk, so we have that. We don't even need to take Ryazan. Great. And then Nizhny Novgorod or Vladimir. And Nizhny Novgorod is a subject, so we could just seize... Well, that's his capital. I can't seize it from him. What was it again? Nizhny Novgorod or Vladimir. So 2 provinces from Muscovy and a returned core. And that's it. And we're done. We can form Russia in... as soon as we have Admin Tech 10. So that could be cool. Could be nice. Once again, we got to make sure that our subjects know that we want all of the things. Anything and everything that, you know, borders us, we want it. That sounds great. Sweet. Why we Russia? Because we can. The icon of Saint Michael has been forgotten. The people of Novgorod have forgotten the truth of holy powers. So that's our 20-year expiration. So for another 10%, we could go with the icon of St. Michael again, or we could go with like national unrest -3, construction and development cost reduction, improved relations, and AE impact. I gotta say, the icon of St. Nicholas that's a strong, strong icon. 25% improved relations. Really, really strong. Getting all of your modifiers to come back quicker. Right now we have plus 40%. Even while overextended. So most of the AE that we have probably come back pretty quickly. 2.8 per year. The icon of Santa. Yeah, integrating would make sense, but we have very few points. How long have they even been subjects? Why can't I see how long they've been subjects? Why isn't it showing me what I want to know? Well, it's not saying that you can't do it because they haven't been a subject long enough, so I'm guessing it's been at least 10 years then. But we still have cores to return to them, so we have work to do. We got 2 provinces each that they both want. I think that the AE impact one makes the most sense to me right now. Manpower would be nice, but yeah. Let's try this one out. And we'll sit at peace for a little bit. Crap. Stop suffering attrition, you dummies. Why are you doing this? So getting counter-espionage by Ryazan. And I determined that I don't even actually need a core on him, but I could still use him as a method to attack Muscovy again. So for now, I guess we'll hold off on that. Let's see what this looks like. So Muscovy, yet again, would defend him. No one else would. He's got a level 1 steppe fort. I would like to take at least one province of steppe, so that when we integrate Nizhny Novgorod, we could have the other estate, the Cossacks. So taking at least one of these provinces would be pretty cool. Actually, taking Kazan proper would be awesome for the inland center of trade, because we're getting pretty close to this. I mean, I technically only have 2 of these right now, but that's only because they have to be cores. So we have 2 that are cored. 3rd is coming up here. 4th will be when we integrate this. This could be 5th, and or Muscovy. Moskva could be 5th. So we could have that Age of Discovery thing going. And look at this, we're only 24 points away from our 3rd one. Which will probably end up being either justified wars or improved war taxes. Yeah, Kazan gold mine, Bashkir, that'd be difficult to get all the way through there. We could try. I'd like to try to feed some more land to Riga. We haven't given him any land yet. We have a truce right now here. Okay, here's an opportunity. Interesting. So, no one is willing to defend the Teutons. They are equal to tech 7. And who hates them? Just Poland. I could get military access through Lithuania quite easily. He's got all of his forts on. Level 1 fort actually could be really easy to siege. And this is the right terrain, the right territory for Riga, because he's actually Prussian culture group. Might be a way to go. Yeah, we might have a couple too many forts here. I think I might get rid of the one in Lucky. Because it's kind of competing with the zone of control of Plotsk versus Novgorod. Yeah, we have too many. We don't need this one. Or I could just mothball it for now. I like the idea of having lots of wintered forts, you know, just pain in the ass forts for him to siege. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it for now. The Teutons are the toughest nation, you think? Are the ones we're considering? Yeah, they got 5% cavalry combat ability. Sorry, 5% discipline, 10% cavalry combat ability. He's got pretty decent tech. I mean, it depends on his government, or his, He's got 18k troops, so only 4k manpower. We got a bigger army than he does, and this is also not considering my subjects, and he's got no subjects. It'd be kind of cool to break up. I mean, even if I just declared the war and did nothing, and just let him come up to my land and siege down my stuff and suffer attrition and just go bankrupt. It'd be good because it would break up his alliance to Bohemia and the Livonians, and it could be a good way to go. We could declare like a humiliate war. Ah, shoot, that's for capital. Wonder if is there a way I could engineer like a blockade? The blockade war? Because we do have... Well, he has more ships than I do, but we have better combat ships overall. Those transports don't fight well. I would just have to revoke my embargo of him if he's got me embargoed. And then we can do trade dispute. And I forget, is trade dispute the one that's based on blockades, or is it the one that's based on battles? Because if it's based on battles, we could let him come up into my land, siege stuff down, wait till he's suffered like a disease outbreak in the winter, and then go relieve the defensive siege in proper terrain with good general, etc., and just win easy battles. It's blockades? Well, I'd be a little bit concerned about my navy, because we've had very few sailors lately, and they're suffering lots of attrition. We could grant an admiral, and just hope that we win the naval game. Get a humiliate out of him, maybe transfer some war reps or something. But again, the main reason I'm really like considering this right now is to break his alliances. I would love to see him lose his 2 allies. Because if he loses his alliance there, then that means that the Livonians are completely... They're on their own. They've got nobody. And who's going to ally them? Maybe Lithuania, but he's bankrupt. Maybe Sweden, but whatever. These two will probably end up being rivals. They already are. So... Thinking the Kazan thing maybe first though, because I have these troops rented out and I can't get them back for quite a while. Let's just think for a bit. Right now I'm thinking, instead of doing a full occupation of Muscovy and paying quite a bit in siege attrition, what I could do is snipe the 1 level 2 fort there and stack wipe his army, occupy like 2 provinces, and then just piece him out for some cash or war reps, and then we could sit on the relationship with Muscovy for a little while. Get the troops back from Kazan, and then go try to occupy... Go try to occupy the level 3 flat terrain fort. Fortunately, Kazan's army should be very far away. Probably. It might be. I don't know. If it's not, he's on Tech 5 versus our 7. Just sort of obnoxious that we'd have to siege down these forts. But we do have cannons. 3 whole cannons. And none manpower. If you give his land to Riga, I don't see Riga being able to deal with the rebels. It's maybe. I mean, I'm the one with the claims, so I could just raise autonomy first. Have you named a cannon Big Bertha yet? I have not, no. We should have done that. I haven't done that in a while. I don't know, I kind of fell out of that habit. There. There, it's been done. Alternatively, we could also just integrate Riga and then release Danzig as an alternative. I'd have to revoke the March status, which would be painful. We have 3 cannons. I think that, I don't know, I feel like I'm pushing it a little bit too much right now. I think we're suffering from like must be at war-itis at the moment, and it's true, there's so many good opportunities for expansion that I'd like to attack somebody, but I feel like it's costing me at the moment. Emirates will pay war ups. They end their overlordship over Garwal. Does that mean Kazan is now... No, he's still in his wars. Okay. Defender against Ming. Oh, God. Good luck, dude. Have fun with that. No, guys, declared war on Kazan. Interesting. So he wants all of this. Cool. That does make this army hostile to him over there. We could go scout to see where... Like, I could try to scout to see where Kazan's army is. There's no guy already. So he's already lost his allies. The only one that's left is Muscovy. Does that mean that Muscovy's defending against no guy? He should be. Yeah, great. That means that Muscovy's just turned his fort on. He probably already reinforced it. Yeah, now's not really an ideal time to do it then. Alright. Muscovy's so gung-ho about defending people. It's hilarious. Player at peace doesn't compute. I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to disagree. You can purchase an ability. Yay! So we already have adaptive combat terrain, and we've got transfer subject. Next up would be... I don't think we're going to be able to take advantage of higher developed colonies in Siberia. So, improved war taxes or justified demands? Or justified wars? You have 5 years still to make Norway happy? Yeah, we have a little bit of time. My truce with him expires in December of 90. So yeah, we've got a little over 5 years. And he's getting closer and closer to loyal. He's 58. Trust is coming up a little bit each year. He was at like 45 last time I checked, and I think he's at 46. I think every year it's coming back by 1. Aggressive expansion is decaying with him. Was at war is going away. We're still improving. You know, we're working on it. If we have to, we can do a prestige placate type thing. You pay off 49 ducats worth of his debt to buy 5% back. I feel like... Alright, let's say like you take 60 AE. Our country modifier right now on aggressive expansion impact is 20. Negative 20. So if we took justified wars, then we would gain negative 10. But it's just additive. So like if you had 60 and you were going down by 20%, you're at 48. 60 times 0.7, you're at 42. So you're talking about like 6 AE. It's just pretty damn minor. Granted, it's a couple years of extra decay that it saves you. I don't know, it's hard to decide. Versus war taxes, which is cash, which you could then use the cash to build barracks so that you have more manpower. So you have more troops, so you have fewer issues with not being at war. I'll let you guys decide. What should we do? Taking that with a Justified Wars event means super justified? Alright, let's do a straw poll then. I'll let you guys pick up. You guys can decide. That'd be fine with me. Okay, new poll is up. Oh, I gotta stretch. Gotta stretch. Oh. You actually need to remember to press the button. It's true, you do. I have a hard time remembering as well. But that's what you guys are here for. You'll yell at me if I forget. 55, 53, 54, 51. It's close. Holy crap. 50-50 on the dot. And now it is 55 again. It's just like skewing between 55 and 50 on the dot. 51% say war taxes, 49% on justified wars. 52, 51, 50, 50, 49. Okay, all right. Now it's skewed toward justified wars. You just can't make up your minds. Even if we yell at you, it doesn't mean that you'll pay attention and see it. I'll do my best. Okay, all right. You know, I rarely take it. Let's go ahead and try it. We'll try out justified wars. Why not? It's slight edge in that side, so. This guy's heading back to Ustyug. Is he going to march to Shenkursk, where his core is? I would assume. Well, actually, this is what's weird. He doesn't actually have any cores. So, I don't really know how he's deciding where to go. He's going to Totma. Shenkursk. Dude, what are you up to, buddy? Remember, it's minor until you go crazy like you always seem to do and end up getting too much AE. Yeah, that's a good point. We're at full morale. You know what? I'm gonna just go down to no morale, and we're gonna have our condottieri take care of this battle. Hey look, Kazan's training troops. Lithuania have shared maps with Austria. Oh my god, we died! We died! Our old monarch has decided to die a little too soon. Our heir is not quite ready to assume the role of monarch. Marfa will now be ruling our nation. She is also indulgent. Our heir is 12. He comes of age on the 15th of June of 88. But we can still declare wars. Pretty adequate Regency Council. And more importantly, our legitimacy got reset to 87. It'll be trending upward as we, as soon as we become of age. So at 87, I think we need to be at 90 to be the right government type, right? The autocratic administration requires 90, yes. So we could, at this point, we could do one click of strengthen the government. And then we'd have to buy stab and we could get our government back right now. Or we could just be patient and wait. If we do the click, yeah, we get cool Streltsy stuff sooner. But we also fall behind on military ID groups. And also this point in stab is going to be kind of expensive because of the Streltsy. And we're overextended right now. We should wait at least until the overextension is gone. Rename her Catherine? Can you even... I don't think you can rename rulers. Okay. Royal marriage offers from our dudes. We'll lose some legitimacy. I'm gonna take it anyway, because even if we decide to go the other way, we'll still be above 90. There's some cores done. Barracks are complete. Barracks is barracks. I don't think the queen would appreciate you trying to change her name when she's 30. Alright. Your condottieri clients are disappointed. Shocking. I am amazed to hear this. It's almost like they haven't learned. Alright, we have 27 spy network strength against Lithuania. We can get another claim on him. I'm still really eyeballing this one. I feel like this opportunity is not going to last. to break up the orders, you know? The Livonians and the Teutons, they are buddies. Let's just say they're buddies. They want to be friends, they're going to be friends forever. And unless I take advantage of this opportunity, it's probably never going to happen again. Hey, he's got Chernihiv separatists. Man, look at the autonomy in Lithuania. He's got like a couple provinces with low autonomy and everything else is just wrecked. Not to mention, the Teutons are still my rival for a short period of time here. I've got to take advantage of this. Reduce the independence of the church. Gain patriarch authority or lose patriarch authority but gain some cash. Well, patriarch authority is super hard to get and it's super good, so that's an easy choice. Really no decision to be made there at all. Let's improve with Norway over the annual tick. We already are, good. Let's also do what? Perhaps Tiver? Probably not a bad idea to keep relations up with some of these little derps. Yeah, I'm gonna do this CB, I think. '94, '89, '86. Granted, monopolies expire soon. Diet held with the Boyars expires soon. As does the sought support. Which means that we're coming up on another big click here. In August, we'll be able to demand points from all three. So that'll be helpful. Are you embargoing rivals? Yeah, we are right now. We only have 2 rivals at the moment. Yeah, we're embargoing the 2 that we're rival to. I think that would be the way to go, though, is revoke the embargo on the Teutons, and then turn around and attack him, and just make it a naval thing. Try to get Riga to attach to me and come up here and just hide, and we'll let him siege down our forts, and wait until an opportunity to kick his butt. I mean, being at war doesn't really harm me in any way right now. We already have pretty low, we had missed out on autonomy decay, but that's about it. Savoy still has no heir. Let's see. I mean, out of all the people that we could rival, I guess the Great Horde makes the most sense. And they do border Nizhny Novgorod, and Nizhny Novgorod does say that they want the land. So we could probably expect a claim from him sometime soon. We have a new subscriber. His name is Kebenucius. So, wow, stuff. I believe this campaign is for fun. Yeah, that is the whole point of the campaign is just to have fun. There is no other purpose. I'm gonna at least revoke the embargo for a month and see what things look like next month. If it makes sense, then we're gonna do it. I'm a little concerned about naval superiority here, considering that we are in inland seas and he does have some galleys, but I feel like the number of transports that he has is really excessive. And in 96, we can change that focus. Alright, Norway has decided to embrace the Renaissance. Good job, little buddy. Try not to give that to my rivals too soon. Okay, and then let's see what happens on the 5th year. Bum, 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 bum. So now we can do trade dispute, which is 10% war score from winning battles will give us the ticking war score. And the following peace deal things are disabled. We could humiliate him, we could take war reps, we could do cash. But most importantly, we break up his alliances for free. And even if we don't do anything, we just sit on it for a couple of years. And then he suffers some attrition and his enthusiasm goes down, then we win. Even a white peace would be a victory at that rate. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I think we should do that. Hey there, Teutons. We're at war now. How do you like it? Livonians have dishonored their call. Good. Now, the next question is, do we... And I think the answer is very clearly yes, we hire an admiral from this guy. Oh my goodness! Michael! The 322! That's great. It's good. That's really good, admiral. That puts them at a lot of influence, 94, but they're going to decay one of these things. The granted monopolies expires in 86. Supported urbanization expires in 89. And we could always just revoke their land, because they're quite loyal at the moment. And if his navy doesn't want to come out, then that's a pretty damn good sign, I would say. We're going to tell him to attach to this army up here. This army is going to hang out up here. And we're going to stay on about 50% morale. Maybe about 60% or so. Hey, big peace seal. Big one. Denmark grants independence to Sweden. Denmark cedes Lund, Holland, Bleking, and Going to Sweden. They pay ducats, and England gets nothing at all except for power protection. Sweden then turns around and rivals him. And he's also hostile with me. Cool. We have no truce with Sweden. Yes, we do. From our previous war with the acquisition of Norway. And he's, of course, allied with England. That's cool. Good work there, Sweden. It's very impressive. Boundary dispute. Any claim on Inare? Yeah. Sounds great. Alright, come on over here, Riga. Let him suffer some winter attrition. That's gonna be the way we go. Got 37 enthusiasm. Relative strength of the alliance is not in his favor. Look at these numbers, they look great. We just need to wait. Denmark has rivaled Sweden. Gotta get these condottieri back soon. I think we do take this. We're to finish off that military, or the trade idea group soon. Honestly, if your war plan is that passive, I would have voted for taxes. Well, I just want to take advantage of this opportunity right now. Alright, so he's got his 132 inland seas, six galleys. And because we're in inland seas, they basically fight like 2 times strength. I'm just going to assign some values here to the combat strength. We're going to take... galleys have the same hull size, and they have 20% more cannons, but then it gets multiplied by 2. So they are 24 cannons strong over 10. So 2.4x the value of a light ship. So let's just say he's got 6... times 2.4. He's got 14.4 light ships. Plus the 4 he has, that puts him at 18.4. The cogs are harder to approximate their value. Either way, he definitely has more ships than I do. But we're already locked on our movement, so let's see how it goes. Cross your fingers. Also, my ships are pretty damn damaged. England has rivaled me. We rolled a 6. 17 ships. Come on, guys. Hold together. Just stick the boats together. Make them not die, please. Not rolling that great. Sweden have rivaled the Teutons. I'm liking the morale disparity. That 42% ship looks like it's probably going to be the first one to sink. If any of them sink, and that's a horrible roll. We sank a ship. I'm gonna retreat now. Riga, what the flying hell are you doing, man? That is not the strategy. No, 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 no. That's not what you're supposed to be doing, Riga. I told you to be supportive. Get your ass back here. What is he doing? The war goal is 1 battles, and he's going to suicide a 3-stack into a 19-stack. What the hell, man? That's horrible. Riga, you are going to get yourself annexed, man. You don't deserve to exist. This is absolutely pathetic. How disappointing. I even told him, like, attach this army, like, right up here. There's one right up here for you to attach to. Riga's suicidal, not Riga's strong. Riga wants me to lose this war, is what he's trying to do. Thanks, Riga. Appreciate you getting stack wiped. Great, so... I mean... At least he doesn't have 10 war score from battles, but he's got 5.84. Good job, Riga. Great. Great, great, great. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, that's what I needed. Embarrassing what that is. Doesn't make any sense, does it? I guess he just wanted... You know what it probably is, actually? He probably was trying to avoid the, Ah, crap. I was supposed to cancel that at the beginning of this month and I missed it. Oh well. Our reputation has been tarnished. Oh well. 25 ducats. It was worth it. He probably was trying to avoid the devastation, is what it was. He was probably... Is he prosperous? Maybe he was working up toward it and he wanted to be prosperous and didn't like that his stuff was being sieged. Still, if I tell him to be supportive and I give him an army to attach to, then he should damn well listen to me. His butt over here. Yeah, Kazan's having some trouble. Muscovy, despite still being bankrupt, is now fighting Nogai and the Great Horde. Wow. Status quo. The plague. Uh-oh. We have the plague in Smolensk. Probably should avoid letting the plague spread too much. Alright, there's all the clickers. We can do stuff now. So the burghers are a bit too influential. And we want their monarch points, for sure. Probably gonna do the... We're gonna grant monopoly charters again. I'm almost tempted to go for 200 points right now, because I think we can afford to do it. Let's give the burghers, Shenkursk? Not Shenkursk, Kolmgary? Not gonna be enough to get them to 100%. Okay, we could give them, like, cargo pole. Kind of a risky thing. I'm gonna go for it though. I want my 200 points, damn it. 200 points is like sick. So good. Thank you. And then you can't have this anymore. Or maybe this one. No, it's gonna be that one. Now they're disloyal. Oh no. Probably should have bought the stability up before doing that, because I knew I knew I was going to need stability to do the Russian patriarchy thing. But I didn't, so... Hey, caravan power goes up by a bit. We pick up another merchant. We get Ivan's 100, which does nothing. Yay. New merchant goes where? Merchant here, merchant here, merchant here. I mean, I don't want to start collecting in another node, so... I think we start transferring here so that we get trade power propagation back upstream, maybe? No, that's not in the node. We'll do it here. And we'll get more power in Kiev that way. Okay. What do we do? So we got some issues with the estates to kind of square away here. The clergy, yeah, they're a little, yeah, it's fine. I'll need to start picking away at some of the land that they have over time, and the burghers are going to trend up at 3% per month now. So they're the disaster that's kind of actually important to pay attention to, the plutocratic coup. But by the time they become above 40%, we'll just revoke another province, and then they can just be upset for a while. We got 200 points out of it, and that's a lot. Altogether, we got 500 monarch points there, and I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, let's let this guy suffer some attrition. We could also, if we wanted to, just spend manpower to revoke it now. Way to go. Or we could try to create like a little merchant bomb for the AI to fight for us. That's an option. In fact, this province right down here could very well be what we do if they actually siege down Riga. Okay, every time I feel okay, I think I'm going to take a break here. I can't say the word okay now without you thinking that. That's unfortunate for me. It would be kind of nice to get Norway loyal so that he might come on over this way and maybe do some combat. Did he suffer a disease outbreak? Oh, beautiful. So he's already suffered 1,300 troops in losses. We don't count the Riggins, so we're at 0. 0 actual losses is what's happened here. Status quo again. 200 days so far, nothing. Nada. Just lost all of his allies. Austria's claimed Savoy. Looks like the Habsburgs actually did end up getting the same dynasty there. Or did they start off with the same dynasty? We lost a claim on Goldingen. Which is my only claim on the Livonian Order. And Riga did fortunately fabricate on something, so... Ryazan peasants. Another status quo. Yep, those level 3 coastal sieges, they're not easy. You know, I mean, he's gotten really unlucky with his chances here, but still, they're not easy. Okay, Regency ends in 88. Next year in June, we get Yaroslav Obolensky. Strong claim. Support the Florentine school. Yeah, I think we can afford it. Kind of dipping into the cash reserve a little bit, but not too bad. Savoy doesn't start with the same dynasty. Okay. Nogai seized land to Kazan. So, Kazan won. He won his defensive war this way. Great Horde? We'll see. He's down to just that one war. Oh, he got a wall breach. Still, I'm assuming he's paying for it. I hope he assaults. It'd be painful for him. Really painful. Now he's making some serious progress. I'm fine with it. I'm not too happy with this derp anyway. Riga, he really messed up, man. Really embarrassing little minion. You know, at this rate, if they're going to be this upset, we might as well just fight them, I think. I don't expect that the rebellion is going to be very strong anyway. I think we take their cash, we let them be pissy for a bit. I could use some cash, please. Thank you. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, you're not allowed to have any more land anymore. $600 manpower to deal with them. And they actually still do have too much influence. I've given them a fair bit. And that's the one province that's not protected by a fort, so... Yes, of course I'm mad at Riga. Riga gave this guy 6 war score. Norway brought his heavy down. Interesting. Well, let's go back to trying to privateer and see if Norway just wants to get involved in a battle. The fact that he's hiding from Norway's 1 heavy is kind of interesting to me. Never mind, the burghers are no longer upset with me about that one province, so I guess we don't need to revoke anything from them. Probably high trade income went away. See, Riga, we could have had naval superiority here. Interesting. Norway is not loyal. This is definitely, this is definite proof, right? So when a subject is disloyal, they won't help you with land battles, but they don't seem to care and they'll still use their navy. So I guess that's handy. Go ahead, man. Take Riga. It's cool. Take Riga and then come over here and siege mine. Good luck. Not going to go very well for you, I can assure you of that. You know, if we got into one more naval battle, then we could actually have this mission accomplished via murdering their navy. Bohemia is now attacked Brandenburg. Again. $600-day siege. It's just not happening for him. Attrition. Look at this. He's on medium enthusiasm already because he suffered 6,500 troops in attrition. And that's not even good land. Like, he's not even sieging down my lands. It's just a minion. I don't care about my minion. Hey, he finally got it. he's got access through the Livonian Order, which means that he should have access up this way. Still not particularly happy about my derp doing what he did. I think the plutocratic coup is ticking again. So if I'm protecting trade, it's going to go up. I gotta... whatever. We got 48 months, 49 months. There's plenty of time. Oh, alright. Naval battle. Hey, Norway, get over here. This is our opportunity. This is the opportunity. Come on, money. Come on, buddy. Get over here. What are you doing? Get over here. Hey, naval enthusiasm. We sank a boat. Cool. We got a ship at 37%. We're 0% on that. Ah, no, we lost a ship. All right, let's get out of here. We lost one. We killed 3. All right, that's cool. Level-headed. Morale hit when losing a ship. Negative 10%. Interesting. We could take tech. Diplotech. Wow, that was quick. Just finished trade ideas. Now we can already take Diplotech. Sounds great. Let's do it. Ideas. Neighbor bonus. Byzantine influx. Golden era. Pretty good discounts. And now we get some trade efficiency. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the mission did get satisfied. No available missions. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course you would. Yeah. He's not willing to help me, so... Now Norway gets to get picked off. Oh, is he actually going to come up here? Cool. Okay, what did we lose? Killed 3 galleys, killed 4 transports. Norway's heavy fell. I'm expecting that I probably lost some ships myself, or not. I think we lost 1. We got a ship at 0. How can you have 0%? The sailors, 0 out of 50. It has none. None sailors. Hello, welcome to our winter wonderland. We have many fine activities for you to enjoy. Wow, you're gonna make me lose my potential prosperity, aren't you? It makes me sad. I don't trust what's happening right now. You gonna... Alright. You came here, your return province is here. Are you gonna just like... You're gonna go right... You're gonna... What the f... No! Oh my god, I've forgotten I mothballed Novgorod, that's why. There is no zone of control there, that's why. Interesting. Okay, so... Okay, no, this could work out, actually. Totally working as intended. I totally meant to do this. We're gonna bail. Oh, are we gonna bail? Are we gonna bail? I actually don't know. Okay, we'll go here, and then we'll definitely bail. So wait till he's locked. He's moving into the zone of control here. That'll set his return province to Neva. And then... Let's just wait until he's out of that province. Hey, there's the Yaroslav. Cool. And his trait is what? What do we get as a trait? Now we'll turn the fort on. Now, this is definitely a welcome to our winter wonderlands type situation here now. So, unless I'm mistaken, then there was no zone of control. He came into Kexholm. Now his return promises is Neva, but there's a zone of control there, so he can't go from here. He can't leave, right? I think they're stuck here now. Alright, he's going to be there on the 22nd. We are going to be out by the 17th. So yeah, he is definitely stuck up in this area. Let's turn on local defensiveness. Holy crap! Wow! We have a ruler who has aggressive expansion impact -10. Oh, it's comedy of errors! What is it? Okay, so negative 40% aggressive expansion impact now. Imagine we get back up to 100 prestige, and we also get, like, justified wars or something. We could have, like, negative 60 AE now. They're already suffering 2% attrition, and it's only July. It's not even winter yet. Could be fun! Oh, you know what we could also do? While we're here, we could scorched earth this province. We would trash the, you know, the 3-whole development worth of prosperity, but we could just make him, like, have a hard time moving here. It would slow me down on my military idea group, but it's kind of funny, so I'm gonna do it anyway, I think. Hey, it's Peter! I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I think it's funny. Alright, so he's gonna arrive on the 19th of July. He was already very, very close. Oh, he was going the other direction, actually. Crap. So his return province is here, which does mean he can go to Novgorod. Alright, that's fine, that's fair. We could let him try to siege Novgorod for a while. And then, if his return province is Neva, then fight him when it's an opportune time, and then just he'll retreat to Neva, and then we stack wipe. Sounds very reasonable. Assuming that he doesn't cheat with zone of control, which he might. You never know. What do you guys think? Wow, I am sleepy today. Glory for Obolensky. Tax income boost is gone. Pause. Whoa. Don't unpause without me here. So prestige or legitimacy? Well, the legitimacy is going to come up in 2 years-ish anyway. What we really need is that extra point in stability. We'll go for the prestige for combat, and since we're not overextended, does clerical dominance go away? Not for a long time, I think. 99. Reliance on Streltsy. I don't think we can lower autonomy anywhere to try to reduce that penalty. I could give land to the boyars, which would give us more force limit, which could reduce that, but it seems pretty minor. Yeah, I think we'll just take a stab. We'll take 1 point in stab so that we can click that button as soon as we get to 90 legitimacy. So we'll get a notification when we can form the Russian... No, not that one. When we can do this one. So as soon as we get to 90 legitimacy, we can go back to the Russian Principality government type. Where are you going, buddy? I guess you'd rather siege that one. Scotland cedes a ton of land to Tyrone. Wow, Tyrone. Tyrone's too big to become a vassal under England. They're allies, but... How did he survive the first war with Muscovy? We lost the first war with Muscovy. We attacked Tiver, and then we gave him sacrificial land. But we made the war so penalizing that Muscovy never really was able to recover. I could go try to unoccupy Riga while we're waiting on him to do some stuff. It's an option. This is the primarily combat army, but let's grab the siege leader. We'll get the Streltsy out. Cav out. And then my other subject is attached to the so. Okay. So he's not willing to do the siege. He realizes that he's stuck. He doesn't want to leave that one province. So we'll just we'll just go unoccupy the one province and yeah, it's whatever. Cool. Meanwhile, Polotskian separatists like crazy. Well, I'd kind of prefer for him to move into my capital fort terrain so we could actually fight him properly. But he's stuck, you know? So there's no harm, really, in just letting him sit here. Eventually, his leader might die, or I don't know. There's all kinds of good stuff that could happen up here. The Boyars are going to apparently give us 250 ducats. Wow. Nice. Thanks, Boyars. Very nice of you. I appreciate your kind donation. This is frustrating. I wanted him to be in Novgorod. Why won't he go to Novgorod? I could, you know what I could do? I could turn off the fort in Novgorod for a second to give him military freedom a little bit again. Park my army here so that he can't actually leave, and then see if we can convince him to go back up to White Karelia or back to Novgorod, and then fight him. But he's just going to sit there in Neva, apparently, and not take attrition, which is not right. It's supposed to be Russian winter. Herald from Lithuania, they have a 315. Alright, so the burghers are back to 72%. Which means I think we'll give them that province that they had revoked from them recently back. Can't give them Neva while it's occupied, never mind. Clergy, too influential. Oh well. Although they are ticking up pretty quickly. What expires next? 96, 09, 99. 10 years. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just like revoke some land from them for sure. So we're gonna spend some of that cash we just got from the Boyars, make generous donation, and then we're gonna revoke some of this territory that they. I mean, they should be in charge of it because it's got some autonomy, but can't have them taken up that quickly. %1% gives us like 3 years to deal with them. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna unmothball this fort, or rather, I'm going to mothball this fort and let them march. I'll turn it back on. Hard to tell exactly where he's going. But if that fort wasn't on, he'd have access to like over here. Clergy, political struggle. Alright, great opportunity for the clergy to lose some influence then. The prestige hit's unfortunate. And we lose even more cash, but this does stabilize the clergy event. thing. So now it's just a matter of getting the burghers back to loyal. Okay. So now he has, he's stuck again, because I turned the fort back on again, and he's in terrain that he probably doesn't want to be in. We're good. And we're working on this fort over here kind of slowly, but it is happening. I can give this to the burghers again. They'll be disloyal for the moment, but it doesn't really harm much. There was another province I wanted to revoke from them soon anyway. That's what I wanted to see. There we go. Much better situation. Bravo. Yeah. 2.3%. We'll take that. They're not even sieging anything. They're just sitting there. Glorious. And he's on low enthusiasm. He's not happy about this. Help, we're trapped. It's the Russian winter. It's all around us. What do we do? You die is what you do. Die. Miserable deaths. Oh, man. I mean, I have free reign. I could actually, instead of trying to unsiege Riga, I could just go and, like, get onto Marienburg. I think we should do that. Oh, man, that's beautiful. And actually, hold on. His return province was Neva. If I turn the fort off, he'll have no return province because he'll be in a province that he has free access to. If I then turn it on right away, I wonder if we could, like, shuffle his his return province into the middle of the Russian woods and then just put him in a position where I don't even have to have this army protecting Neva. And then we just have our entire army go occupy him while he just hangs out in our little winter paradise. I think we try it. We will unmothball for 1 day. 1 and 2 and turn it back on again. Yes, go to Tikhvin. Tikhvin's a great province. I think you'll have fun there. Tikhvin has supply of 24. Ah, damn, it's got more supply. Well, 6 plus 6 versus 6 plus 4. Yeah, he's gonna have slightly better supply there. But hey, I mean, if he's stuck there, and I can do this, then that's fine. That's worth it. Let's see. We're gonna march away and see if he's now trapped. A rebel uprising. The Novgorodian peasants. Ooh, these guys have been building up a bit. Ladoga. Why are you so upset in Ladoga? War exhaustion, 4.3. I don't have war. It's not my war exhaustion. That's his war exhaustion. Okay. And we also have the Belizaruian guys who are upset over in... Oh, that is the wrong button that I just pressed. Over here. They're just upset about things. I don't know. I guess it's because we don't have an unrest advisor. He can go back to Ladoga, but I still think he's going to be stuck there. Now I think his return province is, if anything, it's here. It'll be, I don't know, it's one of these two. Yes, suffer. Look at this. The provinces that the Novgorodian peasants are going to fire in are Ladoga and We got a 9 development and a 10 development, so they're going to fire in the higher of the 2 developments. So when the rebels spawn, that are spawning because of his war exhaustion, they will spawn on his army. It's awesome. It's just too good, man. It's great. This is like the worst possible war for them. And I love it. I love it. Suffer. All right. Oh, he's actually he's gonna move on to Novgorod. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, have fun, dude. You'll be sieging that for quite a while. Even though we've got, oh, nice. We don't even have obsolete half strength garrison. Cool. We will take yearly absolutism and monthly autonomy change minus 0.025. That sounds great. Yeah, good luck with this, man. This siege, come winter, you're gonna regret that decision. I promise you that. Alright, what kind of fort defensiveness do we have here? We got 2%, 2%, and got Memel. Alright, well, let's do this. We'll send a single troop to here. We'll send a single troop to... We'll send a 7-stack in. Send 1 cannon. No Streltsy. Send this army in. We have no leader for it. Yeah, I'm gonna... Ooh, nasty disease outbreak. I'm gonna bet on our ability to outsiege here. The defensiveness... Oh, that reminds me. Defensiveness policy in the capital? Yeah, probably. Let's just add a little bit more siege times to him. 42-day siege sticks. Yeah, winter's coming. Oh, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. We could blockade. We do have naval superiority now, but... We could also ask for military access and get down onto these other forts as well. Or at the very least, occupy some other provinces that are down here. Alright, let's see. Winter is coming. Why not use the boats to blockade? Well, the boats are making us quite a bit of cash right now. They're making us a ducat per month, which... I don't know, I'm kind of not wanting to miss out on that. I am willing to pay a couple months worth of military access. Nice. Riga's finally fabricating some claims. Okay, this army is going to head down to Osterode. One of you guys is going to head over to here. And we're going to have another guy head over to Wisna. I'll have you go occupy and besiege Plock, even though we're not going to do anything to it. And... Alright, yeah, I think you're right. I think blockading is going to be more productive then. We officially have 0 war score, despite the absolutely ridiculously suicidal Rigan army. They've lost 12,000 troops. If we discount the Rigan sacrifice, we've only lost 1,000 men altogether. And, yeah. Winter is coming. He's making small bits of progress. Oh, hey, a child in the reeds. 421, weak claim? Nah. Gotta offer me something better than that. We could try to do another occupation at the same time. The attrition would be kind of painful. We actually have 13k manpower now. So, sure. Let's put together another... gonna have to siege with the Streltsy. Still has his leader, and he's unable to reinforce as fast as he's suffering attrition at this point, which means that he must be out of manpower. Completely out of manpower now. Good deal. We've bled him dry, completely sapped all of his manpower. We haven't even done a single bit of combat. Yeah, 3-to-1 siege ratio is pretty good, not to mention our fort is level 3. And we've got the defensiveness edict turned on, and I don't think the AI is ever smart enough to actually use. He's got local trade power edicts on, but they don't situationally turn on defensiveness edicts or anything. Now, if he actually succeeds in this siege, that would be pretty bad. So we'll want to make sure to get back up there again soon. We have the Novgorodian peasants still at 80%. This disaster's at 72%. We can take admin tech 2 years early. I figure it's going to take me at least probably 2 months to get up there. So that's like a tick and a half of sieges. If he gets a wall breach or a water shortage right now, then there's a small chance he could actually succeed in taking the capital. I'm kind of thinking of maybe backing off on these 2 sieges. Problem is that I need both these forts to actually get to the capital. Because if this one falls, then the zone of control of this one still protects coming in from this direction. If we go to Warmia, that one will protect here. So the only way I can get to Marienburg would be to come in from the west, or to take both these 2 forts. So why don't we're gonna back off on Plock tomorrow. So Plock at the least. And then let's pull our subjects' troops over as well. I think that we need to give up on 2 of these sieges. We just can't afford to risk it. Fortunately, it looks like he had a disease outbreak, so that buys me even more time, but... Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Good. Still negative 21% chance. Still making our siege status a little bit here. And he's slowly making progress. Look at this. He's got, what is this number? 9446 divided by 11. 9446 divided by 11,000, excuse me. He's at 86% strength, roughly. He's already lost 14% regiment strength before the battle. And since there's no real risk of it actually falling... Oh, he broke the siege because he sees my army. Even better. Okay. Alright. That's awesome. Okay, let's just go right back then. So good. Oh my god. I don't know why I enjoy torturing the AI so much. It's just so much fun. It's so enjoyable. This reminds me of the campaign I did with you guys remember the Russia campaign? I had a campaign where it was like the concept was that we were a better version of Russia, and I can't remember what the name of the actual title was specifically. Looming disaster progress. It's not too. It's only going at 1% per month. We got 2 years, 24 months to go. 21% chance of taking Königsberg, and now even if he does try to go back to the fort, now we just have such a huge time advantage that we can ignore everything. Meanwhile, Lithuania is going to get Polotskin separatists. He's gonna spit out Polotsk is what's gonna happen now. So I want to claim on Kiev. Notice how I'm just chaining my claims, just going straight for the estuary. I love it. It's a great system. Ah, disease outbreak, nasty. Strong military leadership. Have the boyars gain. Whoa, slow down there. Lose stab or lose 20 army tradition. Yuck. All right. I guess that's what happens then. Even Norway is loyal now. Brutal. Fun war. Very fun. I enjoy this type of war. It's probably not the most, like, economic way of doing things. You know, it's a slow war. I'll give you that. Because we're at, like, it's been 4 years that I've been screwing around with him, but hey, they passed Reichsreform. Hey, we can adopt an autocratic administration. Sweet. So what do we lose? We started the campaign off as Novgorod. We were something called like a Velsk Republic, and then we became a Republican dictatorship, and then we became a monarchy, and now we are a feudal monarchy. So we're going to miss out on national manpower modifier plus 10. We're going to miss out on income from vassals. Blah, who cares? And instead, now we're going to go back to an autocratic administration, which gives us national unrest -1, bonus national tax modifier, and most importantly, we get the ability to do the Russian cultural mechanics, Streltsy, and what are they called? Streltsy and the other two. So, click. We are entering a new era as we adopted a new form of government. We will now rule according to the principles of Russian principality. It doesn't say it, but we also, as an added benefit to the government type, we get access to, and I don't understand why it doesn't say it. Yeah, that's all that it says. But we also get access to an extra state. Russian Principality gets +3. So, that's cool. Alright, there's that one. Lots and lots of development in this state of Tiver. Since we're going to integrate this guy, I think we want to definitely make sure we get that. And we definitely want to give that to the clergy. We need to get the tax income out of it. Nice. Muscovy has no heir. We should subjugate him somehow. Okay, wall breach. 35% chance to take Königsberg. And we got it. Sweet. Can't move in further yet. Great Horde seats. Okay, so that's twice. Kazan got attacked by Nogai and the Great Horde, and in both cases, Kazan won. And look at this. The Chernik. There's so many separatists in this region. It's great. I like to see it. Unfortunately, Muscovy has stolen the Renaissance from me. Just as Sweden is up. Conquer Kainu. So because Sweden has no truce, apparently we're going to get a mission for that. He's allied to England and Mecklenburg. And I'm assuming England's going to have a pretty sizable navy. So, with our 16 war score, I think we just continue to wait and just let him suffer horrible, horrible amounts of attrition. Lithuania has gone bankrupt. Who's keeping track? That was like number 3, I think. All right. Who was it in chat that said that the target that I was considering, Lithuania, or the Teutons, was like the strongest one? Excellent. Now we can actually get in there on the capital. We got an army attached here that is made by Riga. He's going to provide me with all of the infantry that I need to do the siege. We will find the other 2 cannons, though, and get them over there to help out. Now, aggressive expansion. We've got a lot with our group here. The Teutons are Catholic. And they're also not in the HRE, so this is an opportunity then to piss off the Catholics by a reasonable amount. Riga is Prussian, which means that they would be pretty good at taking on pretty much all of this Prussian territory along the coastline. I'm still pretty disappointed in his handling of the initial phases of the war. I feel like he was a bit suicidal. But, could have been worse, I guess. We could also get started on the siege of Tuchola. Knock his navy out, get the occupied and besieged provinces there. Sounds fairly reasonable. Subject is tired of war. Riga is unhappy about being at war, apparently. Let them fend for themselves. Does he have a lot of war exhaustion or something? Is that what triggers that? Yes, he does. Well, hey man, maybe you shouldn't have suicided your army. Nah, we can help him out. It's fine. I'm a benevolent god. Lithuania now has civil war. Is Muscovy still guaranteeing him? You've got to be kidding me. Is Muscovy still in debt? Muscovy has 800 ducats in debt. Is Muscovy still bankrupt? He is not. Muscovy is no longer bankrupt. For the moment. It's just great. Peace offer from the Teutons. No. No, that's going to be a no. I think you should just keep on enjoying our winter wonderland. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Riga can form Prussia if they're Orthodox. I don't know. The Livonians have decided to attack the Lithuanians. Everyone's piling on. Please don't sink my 10% strength ship. I like that ship. He's special to me. Well, to be honest, even if they do sink it, it's fine. I mean, we killed all of his fleet, so... Stop it. Don't make me lose any more. We lost two damn ships. Okay. And he's getting status quos. 260 days. And the best part is that if I actually send my army up that way, I would fully expect that we would end up, he would just retreat again. Because he'd be scared. I don't want to fight that army. My army's so weak. Yes, indeed. You shouldn't have done it. Totally working as intended. Let's just continue to pretend like I, turn off forts that you conquered. Good point. Yeah, we should do that. We definitely don't need to be paying for those. Alright, I think we take the capital, get the capital occupied, and we get this other fort occupied. Yep, there's the capital. Cool. Cool. Oh man. The stars and the sun have just aligned. Okay, well in that case, I don't want to occupy anything else, but let's, well, I don't want to occupy any other forts. But let's at least get occupied and besieged provinces on every other province that we can. That'll take care of those 4. Let's get an army onto Kelmno as well. That puts us at 61 war score. As soon as we get these other occupied and besieged provinces, and he suffers some more disease outbreaks and stuff. We are not at 50 power projection. We should also embargo him again. Ironically, you can embargo someone, like we trade... oh, crap. Crap. You know what? I didn't expect this war to go so well, and I actually completely forgot that I used trade dispute as the CB. So we can't take any land, can we? Not even a single province. Because again, the whole purpose of this war was actually just to weaken him and break his alliances. It wasn't to take land. Just sort of worked out that it could have been for land. All right, I think that's it. I think that's all the occupation we need to do. Oh well. Okay, so what can we do? We can't take any lands. We can't return any cores. We can't release any nations. We could annul treaties. We could do humiliate, which we're going to do. Humiliate, war reps. Transfer trade power. Nah. It's pretty weak. It's a pretty weak peace deal altogether. We could go for the transfer trade power. So if I did that, he'd give me trade power from Danzig and Memel in a node that's downstream from the node that I'm collecting in. That's not really that great. Kind of a trashy peace deal. I think that we go for the direct cash. And just to be sure he can't pick up that alliance again, let's make sure that he is forced for 10 years to not have a relationship with the Livonians. And I think that that's probably good enough. Yeah, it's alright. Could have been a lot better. If I had realized that he was gonna, like, do that, it'd be great. But he didn't, so. Alright, so peace out. He suffered so many casualties in that. Sweden's going to be a pretty reasonable rival, I think. Question is if we just rival them now or not. I think I'm going to rival the Great Horde, expecting that the Great Horde is not going to be a valid rival for very much longer. And we're pretty close to taking tech in a couple more months. We've got plutocratic coup is 10 months away. So we should probably sort that out. They're at 80.9%. Just means we got to revoke a province from them somewhere. Probably take back Cargo Pole and then give them something else somewhere. Okay. And we gained manpower. We gained 15,000 manpower in that war. Save the Russian people, Novgorodian people in Beluzuru. We have like our natural truce timer coming up soon. 97. Other missions? Incorporate Tiver. Kinda do want to do that. Got 2 more cores though that we still need to return. Alright, so now could probably be the time then to attack Lithuania. to get to war with Muscovy again. Return the two corps from Muscovy. Teutons have stopped rivaling me. Teutons have immediately decided to attack Lithuania. Everyone wants to fight Lithuania right now. So, apparently when we formed this thing up, we got back our points, it seems like. Because we spawned with more than 0. So we're working towards raise Streltsy again. Which would be awesome. The Novgorodian peasants are very upset. Envision. Okay. And we have cash. Conquer Viborg. Oh, it's mothballed too. You would not accept a threat. Quick little mothballed fort siege of Viborg and just sit on the war goal. Easy acquisition. We could just take that one province. And then maybe get like 20 war score and make him annul his treaty with, what's his face? Or we could try to get Dalask again for our subject. I don't think that England would be a very, very big threat. He's on Tech 8. He's getting up there. Of course, it would have been better for me to have rivaled Sweden if I were going to do that. But England? But England? You guys aren't afraid of England, are you? You realize what would happen with England, right? He'd come over here, he'd land in Sweden. Yeah, I might go beat up on Norway a bit, but when he finally decides to come after us, oh my god, he'd just get murdered. Not only would he probably be, like, land troops within my zone of control, he'd have to deal with Russian winter, and it would be bad. Very, very, very bad for him. Suddenly my disaster has gone away. We have, apparently now, last month we had low trade income. That's probably very temporary. Yes, it was. Okay, well. Let's send enough troops up there to revoke that province. Considering that the capital of Lithuania is already occupied, I imagine that war score would be pretty easy to acquire from him. Considering that Muscovy keeps on mothballing his forts, I'm having a hard time not attacking him. Okay. So we need to get back we need Moskva soon so that we can form Russia. We could take tech, so let's do that. We'll take 3 more states. Sweet. And the shipyard, boat, naval force limit. Not that naval force limit is really that important when you don't have any sailors. We can also pass the active uniformity as well. Territory perm. Got 23 development over there and 5 development over here. Not bad. Pretty good one. It feels pretty weak. I also got to remember that if I integrate like Nizhny Novgorod, we'll want to keep state slots available for their full cores that we'll inherit. And we're back to dominance of the clergy, but they got a long way to go. So, okay, buildings. We could build a marketplace in Smolensk, which was an estuary, so that seems like a good place for one. Buildings for great justice. Rename provinces. I don't want to build docks. I'd rather just continue to be stubborn about it, if I'm being honest. Now we start fabricating on Ingo. I'm just gonna have like a little tendril down to the Ottomans. I want to fight the Ottomans. I think it'll be fun. I want to have the Ottomans march up into our capital area and just suffer some attrition. I think it'd be awesome. Alright, these Beluzaruian separatists could be put down with a stack of 12 troops. Let's get that taken care of, and I think it's time to maybe go to war with Muscovy again. I think I'd like to integrate Tiver. Tiver, whatever it's called. We'll go ahead and take the mission now. We'll go speed 4, give this a few months to put down this guy. Just give it 8 months real quick. Or at least like 3 or 4. How many wars is he in right now? I'm assuming, well, that's curious. Muscovy's guaranteeing the independence of Lithuania, but somehow he's not at war with the Teutons or the Livonians? How'd that happen? I feel like he should have been involved with that. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna go 4 more months. I wanna get rid of this war exhaustion, and then we're gonna do something. Unhappiness amongst the clergy. Yuck. Gain patron. Okay, well, it's just prestige, so sure. Nice. Sweden just took a big prestige hit. Excellent. That'll help offset his really powerful infantry combat ability that he has. This looks lovely. Blotskian separatists in Muscovy. And he can't get to them, apparently. Okay, last month. We could just threaten... Okay, Lithuania pays the Teutonic Order war reps. So Teutons, like, tried to pounce on this, and then... apparently they just went out already. Probably because they shouldn't have declared the war in the first place. They had no manpower. So I could threaten for a province and just make it easy, or we could declare the war and fight Muscovy, which seems better. So we're going to wait until the beginning of next year. We got a fort that's mothballed here. Lithuania's bankrupt again. Perfect timing then. Let's declare the war. Make the war goal Mstislav. Mstislav. You will be there well within the end of the month. We actually have manpower now, so that's nice. This does give him quite a bit of military access to move around and stuff. And we don't need this many cannons, so let's do... 641 is okay. I really don't want to siege with this army. Okay, Muscovy, have fun. I mean, I know you got rebels over there. There's all kinds of stuff you're probably more concerned with. So have fun. Don't mind me. You can occupy all your stuff. Is Perm even loyal right now? Perm is being integrated right now. At 2 per month. He's trying. He's trying to stabilize. It's not going to happen, but we can appreciate his effort, you know. He's putting the effort in. Doing his best. So we'll just spread out everywhere and kill everything. Churches, marketplaces, nice. You want to play the Russian winter game? He does! Excellent. 3% attrition, right away. At once, sir. The entire goal of the war right now, separate peace with Muscovy, return the 2 corps to Tver. That's all I want. Anything else is just gravy, but as soon as we can get that, I want to peace out. So that we can wrap the war up with Lithuania super quickly. Pskov has decided to attack the Livonian Order. Wow. I'm pretty shocked. He's got 5 troops, and he's going on the offense. Alright. Timurids lost the war. We have an heir, Michael, a 452. Everlasting friendship. Sweet. It's pretty decent there. I'll take it. Above average. Not bad. Okay, how's individual war score with Muscovy look right now? We are at 37, which is probably not going to be enough because those cores cost 25. We need 50 war score then, since he's non-co-belligerent. We have enough claim strength that we can already fabricate on Ingol. We'll do that. Stop spying there. We'll go back up here and hope that hope we get offered that mission for Viborg again, but even if we don't, I think I'll take a claim on, I don't know. Apparently I already have a claim up here. I'm gonna take a claim on... I guess Abo. Oh, right, because of that claim up there, I need 25. Gotcha. Alright, you're really gonna make me... Why are you doing this? Why must you do this to me? Hmm? So, that's right, I totally forgot. Burning it down doesn't help me until we occupy the province. Does it? This is true. Well... we try to peace out. Or just let the combat happen. It's not going to be a huge problem. Lotskin Separatists are going to siege some stuff down there. You jerks. Go away. Come on, no leader. Fearless no leader, man. No leader. No leader, no leader. Alright. Are they gonna be able to make it to the second? I doubt it. Whatever. It's unfortunate. If they die, they die. They're gonna make it. Holy crap. Alright, retreat. Lost 1,000 men. Damn. And I wasted 5 military points doing something to them. Okay, sir. I want you to... separate peace. I want... return corps to Tiver. Tiver. Want that. And I want that. 51 war score. Negative 61 reasons. We're gonna have to take the capital first. That, or get down here and occupy a few more things. Which we can do. The war goal was like this whole path down this way. Let's start moving in and see how many rebels there are out there. Times of need. Our diplomats could surely learn from those of Tiver. Asking for diplomatic aid, asking for military aid, manpower, or prestige. Well, let's see. We have a lot of diplo. We actually have quite a bit of manpower at the moment. Military points is probably the best one, I'd guess. That or the prestige. Try for the military aid. Might not even have to pay them back if I integrate them. Occupied by Lithuanian pretenders. I mean, this guy is he's just broken. He's got rebels everywhere. Does he even have a fort? He does. Shoot. If Kovno was occupied by somebody else, then I'd be able to take stuff no matter what. Hey, thanks, Tiver. 25 whole military points. Very impressive. Alright, that would be the Muscovite Lithuanian army. %, chance we actually get the capital, and then can end this war. Well, separate peace, Muscovy at least. I don't know why he has an army. I mean, he's bankrupt. Doesn't make sense. We're gonna have to get started on a siege. Either I could wait for the Lithuanian pretenders to potentially go and occupy Kovno, have them suffer the attrition and stuff to do that, and if they do that, then Lithuania owns no forts, and we'd be able to just demand whatever we want. Or we siege down something ourselves. Technically, we could be the defender in the siege of Vilna because the rebels count as the offender. So I could go work on that, and I don't think we'd suffer any attrition to do so. But really, I just want to knock Moskva out of the war. And I think he allied Ryazan again. So same thing as before. If I can get a claim on Ryazan, then we could just continue to chain these wars back to back to back. That's not good. Battle on the 11th. Is Novgorod? You're going the wrong way, buddy. Oh, the Livonians. I forgot that they were still at war. I didn't even realize how long had they been occupying. Never mind, they just arrived. Okay, well, let's get the peace deal done, now that we have the occupation of the capital complete. Wow. Holy crap. Wow. 16 versus a -1. I don't think I've ever seen a ratio that bad in a normal campaign. Like, that's incredible. that's nuts. I mean, it could only be slightly better than this. Like, you could have... What could you even have better? You could have -2, like it could be the woods behind a straight, and you could roll a 0 instead of a 1. So it could only possibly be three pips different. It's pretty damn big. Alright, Muscovy, he's on medium enthusiasm. Really? Still medium. It's kind of surprising. I mean, he isn't bankrupt. That's a big difference, I suppose. Alright, so, Muscovy, I want you to return those 2 provinces. He'll accept at this point. He'll also give me 251 ducats. Okay, sounds great. Let's do that. Sounds good, yeah. He's out. Now we're just fighting the other guy. Got a bunch of cash. Build some more buildings. And if I can start this integration, then we can get this mission done, and we're also a step closer to forming actual proper Muscovy, or Russia. So, falling behind on military tech a little bit right now. We need to switch over to military points focus. I can't do that until 96, 2 years. Our merchants are doing poorly. Yuck. Well, it's a good thing we're ahead of time on Diplotech, because apparently we're not going to be taking Diplotech for a little while. The rest of the world shall now tremble at the sound of our might. We are now a great power. Cool. We've edged out Austria. All kinds of new options are available. Great power interaction to break up alliances. And of course, this guy's still bankrupt. So, kind of annoying that I've got to siege down a fort just to be able to demand some land here, but oh, cool. Clergy problem's just going to go away. Excellent. Is there a difference between rolling -5 and 0? It's just the disparity between your roll and the enemy roll. Like, there used to be like a really easy to understand graph thing on the wiki, and I don't think that it's there anymore, but you want to roll better. Shocking, right? You want to have a good roll versus their bad roll. The only drawback to doing it this way is that I'm preventing the Polotskian separatists from creating Polotsk, but that's okay. We're gonna get a little appendage down to the water down here, so we can start trying to pull more trade value out of the Crimea node and leech it away from the Ottomans, and just eventually try to block him from getting much trade resources, because we're gonna expand down to Crimea node, and then we're gonna go east for the Siberian colonization. And if we can get down through Persia, once we get into the Persia node, then the Ottomans barely get any income from anywhere except for from Alexandria. But then by that point, we start working our way into India, and we cover the whole damn world. The whole damn world will be ours. Novgorod for victory. Great justice. Sadly, this guy still can't give me what I want, not until we occupy something. And we got his capital. Alright, cool. We could take a military idea. National manpower plus 33%. Yeah! Been waiting on that. Alright, let's take advantage of the fact that we have that and probably turn off the manpower modifier everywhere else. Soon. Not yet. Okay, sir. All I want from you is all the stuff. Damn you, Chersi. Livonians own occupied Chersi. Really? I need that. You stupid blasted Livonians. Fine. You know what? This is what you get, Livonians. You occupy the stuff I want, I'm gonna kill you. That's all there is to it. We got a nice little path down this way. Most people don't really care about it. We take some cash. We take war reps, even though he's bankrupt. And I think that's really all that I want. I mean, I could try to take more, but would the goal with this conquest be? Let's see. We've got 2 subjects here. We're going to integrate. If I integrate Tiver, I want to get another subject in a different area. The problem is that it looks like Lithuania doesn't own any other lands outside of this area. Still, I could release Kiev and get this province down to 0% autonomy with the Inland Center of Trade. Or we could just hold on to this land ourselves and then push into Crimea, take like Yedishkul and release something from this area, Trebizond or whatever it is. We'll find somebody. I think we just take the land ourselves. Take down to there. You take anything else? Reminder that Arumba is hella thick. What? Make him revoke cores on you? Why? I actually find that doing that doesn't really help in any way at all, and if anything, it gives them more prestige, because if they have uncontested cores, like they have cores on your land that you own, then they have a penalty to their prestige because they have those. So, sure, I mean, if we needed the prestige, we could do that. I think I don't want to take aggressive expansion with Catholics that I don't need to take, because we're going to end up expanding too much anyway. But I would like some more prestige, so let's do end rivalry with somebody. Our noodly appendage is it's extending. Five new additions to the country. Head back up to Smolensk. A lot of these armies are going to be black flagged. That's fine. Moldavi just became a subject underneath Riga. We're gonna head over to Polotsk. Pskov actually did end up training up enough men that he's actually trying to make the siege happen. Yeah, it's gonna delay integration being at war again, but you know, I wanted that land, and he was in my way. And we could actually go to war with the Emperor now, which could be fun. We should have the Emperor come play in the party in the snow. It'd be great. He would enjoy it, I'm sure. Never did use that claim on the capital. Oh well. Not a big deal. I just was just claiming stuff because I could. New valid rival. I wonder who it will be. Alright. The supply here is kind of low. Can we go anywhere? We can get up to Reval. Or I should blockade. It's probably more important. Let's do you and 6 dudes. With the siege pip guy to Raval. And then we'll take everyone else to Neva. And these other troops go up to here. Unrest, I'm assuming, is going to be not low, but also not that high down here. 8 and 15. 15 is kind of bad. And Tiver has all of his cores back now. Would have been nice to use his claims too, but... What I probably should have done, actually, is right before declaring the war, I should have enabled Scutage on Tiver so that we can start integrating him while we do the war with this other guy. But Riga needs some land anyway, so... And he's got no allies, so it's a good time to be doing this, I think. Cool. Ottoman too weak, don't pick on him, you bullies. I want to attack the Ottomans. I want to attack the Ottomans, and I want to give him a straight path that he can march all the way up into the Russian winter and just come party up here. It'll be great. He'll have so much fun. I mean, look at this. Like, look at all the countries that are out there. Who has the most manpower? It's the Ottomans. They have so much. Look at this. Manpower. They have 20,000. Okay. I mean, like, but the Ottomans, like, he needs to come up here and party with us. In our winter wonderland. It'll be spectacular. Just trust me. He'll enjoy it. I think, realistically, at this point, we should be up to 10 cannons now, too. We're at 27 out of 34 limit. Let's build up to 6 cannons now. And then we'll commit 6 per siege to hopefully be able to end some of these wars a little bit quicker. Look at that, my little derp has a siege leader. I'm so proud of him. It's impressive. Yeah, I'd probably be on medium enthusiasm too, if I were in his shoes. Wouldn't be too optimistic about the war. Look at that, he's actually going to go for that fight. Cool. We'll step in and help out too. It'll be fun. Oh, I should probably bring these over. Maybe we can get there in time. Maybe. Depends on how their battle goes. They are slogging it out. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? We did not make it. Damn. Oh well. We'll show up. We have no cannons here, but... Stack wipe, maybe? Yep. And we got to assume control of the siege of Latgalia, which was at 6 siege status. Beautiful. And my subject, Nizhny Novgorod, has attached a siege leader here for me. Teutons have now re-rivaled me. Seems like that makes sense, sure. Not bad. We can get Streltsy again at some point in the near future. I mean, not for quite a while, but at some point. You can get a claim on Crimea. Crimea, who is allied to Ryazan and the Great Horde. So, Zaporizhzhia, that guy, could be released. We need a subject from Crimea, I think, ideally. It's in a different region. Like, this is not a region that I really want. I'm really thinking more like in this area. I'm not seeing any cores. I think I'd have to release, like, Chernigov from the Great Horde instead. Still, having a CB against him could be handy. Let's get a claim on Yetistan because it's in the node that we want to feed out of. We also want Bessarabia from the Ottomans. Oh, we're going to fight the Ottomans. That's going to happen. Livonians have accepted white peace. Might have something to do with that stack wipe. Pull extra 3 cannons over, get up to +2 siege status on that. And the rebels, there's like some rebels that are mad or something. Hey, we got a fort, cool. Take the other fort? Nice! Oh, beautiful timing. Alright, everyone, pile on. All the cannons go that way. Stack wipe everything. Kill, kill, murder! So, I think we probably have enough to do a peace deal now. The sudden 58 war score. I wasn't even planning on attacking this guy. He just occupied the crap I wanted, so it's his own fault, really. Alright, I want things that cost no dip. I want this and this. Those are my claims. And then Riga. Riga has claims on these 3, so we're gonna need to occupy that. We could fight the Fraticelli heretics. It's always an option. The blockade in place on Livland. Get the army over there. 29,000 troops here. It's a bit excessive, probably, but whatever. Let's go fight this guy. The Fraticelli heretics. Let's transfer this to Riga. Transfer this one to Riga as well, since I'm not taking it. And we don't need to occupy... Well, actually, that's not true. We do need to occupy Livland. Let's grab that other cannon over there. We have a siege tank. Siege tank? No, siege leader? Yeah, we do. Okay. And beyond that... So, if I ended the war now, would I end up with a path? No, I would be cut off. So I think we have to take Narva as well, even though I don't have a claim on it, because I want to be able to march through this area. So yeah, just waiting on this final occupation, then we're good to go. +5 siege status. I have too many cannons here, actually. Good problem to have. And we got it, 85 days. Okay, so that gets transferred to Riga, and peace deal. No dip, no dip, no dip. Okay. People will be upset. Shocking. Muscovy, truce. Ryazan, Pskov, Lithuania. Truce with 2 of them. So that's 3 people who could join a coalition. We could try to force them to not do that by, like, attacking one of those guys. What was the third one again? Oh, Pskov. Yeah, I don't have a claim on that. Probably should, though. And we have our claim on the Ottomans to make him come fight us, which is gonna be fun. I think we just do the peace deal anyway. I'm not really that worried about the coalition. All right, Riga. I know it's not Prussian land, but you'll just have to deal with it. And this land that I took up here, we both have really high autonomy on it. Oh well. Let's see. So, new rival. Pick. We could counter-rival the Teutons again. We could rival Sweden. I think we probably should rival Sweden because that's going to be the next big war, I think. Even though it's downstream for where I really want to be. Which says I get a bit badge by sending you this money. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, it's cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Could rival a bunch of people. I don't really want to rival. Rival Sweden. It's filthy Swedes. And before we forget, our goal next is to begin the integration of Tiver. And that will take until 1501, so in just 6 short years, we'll get him gone, get the mission satisfied. Everything's pretty stable overall. I mean, the burghers are kind of upset because I, did stuff to them. But we also have new land that we could give them. We could give them back this this iron province, and we could also give them Kolmgary if we wanted to. But there's really no rush. They're very upset with me at the moment. So yeah, he moved his capital to Osel, a very, very terrifying location, but that means that he only has a fort here. I could have helped out Pskov by mothballing it for him. Or I could just not help him at all. Why would I help him? Riga's like, hey man, you gave me land, let's get married. You put a ring on that finger. Yes, I did. Privateer in the Baltic again. Imagine how good income would be if we actually had the, what do you call it? The burghers loyal. Gain humiliate rival. Am I actually going to suffer attrition with this army now? That clearly wasn't the intention. Silly, stupid army. Need better supply limit. Hey, Splendor! Wow, that was quick. I guess that's what happens when you get 7 per month. Well, we already did justified wars. I suppose we could do improved war taxes now. Okay, yeah, that is, I'll admit, that's some hideous border gore right now. We've kind of gone like, bleh, we're like a cancer, just spreading in every direction. We can still attack Kazan, which I think is guaranteed by Muscovy. Oh, it's just too much. It's so funny. Let me guess, he's guaranteeing that other guy, he's got another, yep, still mothballed fort. So yeah, Kazan's capital is occupied. Lithuania goes bankrupt. Kazan's capital is occupied by pretender rebels very recently as well, and he also has, I'm assuming, other provinces that are, no, they must have just taken it. So like now would be an optimal time to attack over this way and feed the other cores from Muscovy back to Nizhny Novgorod. And we might even be able to time it to try to integrate him as well. We can probably knock out both of them. Even if I finish this integration, they're the same culture group. So we could still make progress on them. Oh. All these alliances and guarantees that he's making are just horrible. They're so bad. But one of the next things that I'd really like to do is just attack just out of nowhere. Ottomans are just like, must get my land back, must conquer these things. I'm doing so well. I'm gonna make it this time. World conquest, woo! Wait a minute, war deck from Novgorod. Who the hell is that? Oh, those stupid northern bastards. Let's go get them. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's fight. We just declare the claim war, even though we can't take the land yet, and just intentionally ask for military access and invite him up into our lands. Just to make him go bankrupt. It'd be fun. He doesn't even know who we are. Attitude unknown. But I'm gonna do that, I think, the next time that I stream, which is not gonna be now, because I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm gonna relax for a bit, and we'll be playing some more stuff probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're streaming again. Yeah, so we'll probably do this campaign. I'm having a lot of fun with it, even though, I mean, let's be honest, we've already blobbed, right? You guys realize that? Like, you guys thought you were being all sneaky, giving me Novgorod. There's no way you can beat Muscovy. It's impossible in this patch. I think that we're done. I think that we're done with that early game stage. We have 98 power projection, 100 prestige, 88 legitimacy. We're back to the right government type. We are like 10 years or so away from becoming Russia. And what's crazy is that when we actually become Russia, we then get the ability to do that thing where you fabricate on entire states at once. Can you imagine that? Like, just, I would like to fabricate on all of Bulgaria, please. I want the whole thing right now. Done. Sounds great. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll be back though later on next time. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and I'll see you next time. See you in a bit.